Hi,
He's a
guys.
count. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to GKP. How you doing, guys? You good?
Yeah, mate. Thank you.
Yeah,
You?
well, thanks.
Very well, thank you. Have you had a good week, Daz?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Cold, very cold.
Yeah, it has been cold, hasn't it?
Ice
It really has
cold.
been. Like yourself, Mick, what's it been like down your way? Has it been
Yeah.
as cold?
Yeah. Very cold last night. -5 here. No. Touch wood. No freezing in the pond though.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I got up this morning. Mine has had a little bit of, where my bubblers are, because they're bubbling and popping. Those have been freezing in and around the actual areas of that, and a little bit where the water's been splashing in, which I showed in my last video. That's been freezing up a bit. But today, this morning, when I got up, 3/4 of the pond was completely frozen. I'm saying
Mine was froze completely over, except where the bubblers are. They'd kept holes open, and where the return is for the pump.
Yeah, that's the weird bit on mine though, Daz, because it's got the netting on top, and every time the bubbles have come to top and popped, they've splashed and frozen on netting.
Yeah.
So that's dangled down like little icicles, and then that part underneath it is free from ice. But the rest of the pond was in a full frozen mass, apart from where the returns came back in this morning. But we did drop down to -6 last night up here.
Yeah.
-6.
Well, top pond, it was
So
3/4 of an inch thick, the ice was. But you know the one that we dug with the concrete gravel boards and posts?
Yeah.
That then filled up with water. Well, that froze, and that was a good 2 inches thick. I could pretty much stand on that.
Wow.
Yeah, but we don't advocate standing.
No.
Bodies of water.
Well,
anyway.
if I'd have gone through, I'd only be up to my ankles. So
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
no, we don't. But it is if it's relatively shallow, you're not at risk. If it's in that little thing,
there was
like
no
that,
fish in it either.
He's only going to get like 2 inches.
Yeah.
His ankles went out, you really. But
Yeah, but like I say, with these week's events, what's happened?
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, like I say, bless them.
Yeah.
Have I missed something? What's happened with this week's events?
Three children lost their life by going onto a
wow.
lake with frozen
Very
ice.
rarely catch the news, so I didn't know that.
Yeah. What's it called? An 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
Flipping heck.
Yeah.
That's shocking, isn't it?
And what's it called? It's in the West Midlands, mate. Solihull.
Solihull.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
like I say, if you know anybody's affected guys by it, like I say, send our regards from us all.
Yeah, that's horrible news. Well, it's got to go out to the families, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. There's a lot of kids mess around in water in summer months, don't they? And end up, drowning as well, playing in areas where you wouldn't necessarily or should really swim, like reservoirs, rivers and such, floodwaters.
River Trent, where me and Gaz live. Daz lives on one side, I live on the other, and the amount of people that's lost their lives in that way, it's a very dangerous place.
Yeah.
So
that's the worst thing, though. It's not normally. It's not some. If you're unlucky enough to go through, it's not always the water that kills you. It can be also be the cold after the shock of it that does it as well.
Yeah.
People don't realise how cold it gets in the winter. They think it's just a little bit cooler in the summer. Oh no.
No.
I've got to admit today when I were at work, I was using some standard thinners on a cloth to clean a UPVC window. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I had to run inside building and run and I put the hot tap on. My hands felt like they'd frozen because it sucks all the moisture out your hand.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Felt like I could barely even bend my knuckles to make a fist. To try and get them going. Yeah.
Surprised your fingers ain't gotten really dry in between.
Oh, they went white. They went completely white.
Yeah.
They were horrible, man. That's the coldest I've ever felt my hands. And I said to the site manager, I said, "Sod this, mate. I ain't doing this. Not in these conditions." So I got heat gun off, and I spent about 3/4 of an hour melting all the ice off the windowsill so that I could get it all cleaned up and all the.
Look at the dormer. Look at the dormer you did the other day, mate, as well.
That was freezing. That was freezing before I'd heat gun it off, and before I could pick a cloth up to wipe the water off, it was freezing back up again instantly.
I mean, how high was you off the ground on that? Because you had to have scaffolding, didn't you?
Probably about 6 meters on, 6-7 meters.
Oh, the chill.
How did he manage to bash a hole in the side of a dormer that high up? That's what I was wondering.
I think what had happened when they picked it up with stacker truck, they picked it up and used the forks, and the forks had gone through it because it was dinted from the inside out.
That figures, yeah.
So, bad forklift driving. Oh, you know, things get thrown about and knocked about a bit, don't they? One of these days, in fact, maybe this week, I was thinking about doing it, a day in a life with the GKP. I'll show you what I do for a living. I'll take you around and record a few videos and show you some of the.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I do. I mean, there are a couple of videos that a few people have seen this week, but there is one or two of me dicking about a little bit and having a laugh, and for a private viewing only, in a sense of, because I'm swearing quite a lot in it, but nothing bad. But yeah, just got to, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to have to use my P's and Q's. Right, let's kick into tonight's show, and we will say hello to the people that have come in to join us. We've got Stallion there, first of all. Howdy, guys. We'll be watching and the world's darts first round at the same time, of course.
Evening, Stallion.
Oh, hang about. My mouse is moving slow. It's going to drive me mad.
You what? Oh, he's back. He'll be back in a minute. He just reconnecting.
He's got a mouse.
Hey guys, how's your weeks been, guys?
Oops, sorry, click the wrong button. I was trying to speed my mouse up. I just clicked the wrong button and removed myself from the stream.
Your mouse has got broken.
We didn't do the intro this week.
I'm going to drag it halfway across screen before it I come back. There we go. Anyway,
we didn't do the intro, guys. It doesn't matter.
We didn't do an intro. Well, I'll tell you what then. As soon as we didn't do an intro, what we can do is we could see it now. There's not much point now, is there? We had an intro. Tonight's intro was us having a chat and a natter instead. Carlos with a C says, evening all. Good evening, Carlos. We've got Vicky from Bubble and Fins.
Hi,
hello,
Vicky.
everyone. Hope you've all had a good week.
Hi, Vicky.
Enjoyed watching the video, Vicky. It was really good. It was nice to see.
Yeah.
You've got some beautiful fish as well.
Yeah,
Look
very
forward
nice.
to seeing the up and coming changes to the fish room, and to see what else you get into this year. Oh, no, not this year, but next year now, won't it, I suppose. But I know you were saying you were having a few ideas of some new stock and some new lines that you wanted to have a go at breeding. I enjoyed it. We're good. Just remember.
Did you get in contact, Daz?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because did you want to go up to get some 24 carat gold?
That was for Matt. That was for
9
Matt.
carat.
Right.
Nick will have some 9 carat ones if they're slightly cheaper, but the 24 carat ones.
Gold plated.
No, what's it called? I'm not allowed no more guppies.
Oh, Mick. Oh, looks like I'll be going up there on my own then.
No, I'll take you. Okay,
Go on, we'll have a road trip after Christmas, Mick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're coming as well.
I'm going as well.
Yeah, cool.
Come here.
Even better.
Definitely. By this time next year, well, comes summer, I think she mentioned, did she not say in video that she was also going to be doing a new pond in the garden?
Yes, she did.
Right.
Didn't you, Vicky?
Ooh.
So there might be a new pond to vlog and have a look at as well.
Goldfish up to her to swap some axolotls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick it. You having those other two axolotls?
Yeah, the two melanoids. They're really nice.
Sweet. Bear me 1 second. I need to grab something. Phil for me, guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Cole.
Not that kind of show.
Cole, Mike, and Jeffrey probably want to come as well. So it'll be like the GKP outing of the mad ones, won't it?
More the merrier.
That's it.
You'll see
Okay, so excuse me. This is private. You can't come in here. Don't let any rabble in this kitchen. Yes.
it's warm in here.
That's why I'm in here.
Yeah, Mr. Tropical Koi, mate. Yeah, what's it called? I'll sort you a big blue out and a new filter thing.
Did it break?
It popped. It popped. Yeah, it's popped.
Oh, crikey!
But like I say, mine's all in shed, not been used. So I'll take it up to him on Saturday, and then like I say, he can buy some new cartridges and stuff.
Yeah.
But
cool. Yeah, I'm hoping none of my stuff's broke. It looked like the UV had frozen up today. I was thinking, if it's not cracked anything inside.
My UV is turned off.
Yeah.
But the water's going through the UV, so therefore it's okay, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It depends if it freezes solid and expands inside and cracks the glass. But yours ain't going to, mate. You've got too much flow going through yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird. Mine had frozen up completely this morning. There was no water coming out the pump, so I thought, better turn it off, don't want it to burn out. And then after about 3 hours, I thought I'll just turn it back on a bit just to see, and it went straight through.
Yeah.
So it must have fallen out.
What's it called? Charlie Biff Brown's pond froze, and it overflowed the vortex.
Yeah, I've had that happen last year. Maybe K1 media froze as like a crust on top of this K1 tank, and the water inlet just flooded over the top of it and straight out the side.
Yeah,
drained the pond.
People who've got vortexes, if you're really running a smaller pump, make sure it's got extra movement by putting an air stone in the vortex, so it
that's a good idea. Yeah,
agitates it more and it pushes it through the filter.
Yeah,
because
it's only for a few days into the year when we have it.
Yeah. I mean, we won't see. I mean, hopefully in Nottingham we won't see temperatures like this again this year or next year. Now that would be.
Well, they have said that it's supposed to warm up again next week, haven't they?
It's like
between 10 and 14 degrees on Monday.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Well, I hope it does.
Yeah. Bit of a temperature swing though for the fish, though, isn't it?
20 odd degrees. Yeah.
It's not going to be good for them, is it? It's not to be good.
But they will only go up to. I think they'll only go up at probably about 4 degrees, 5 degrees. They wouldn't go up like.
Thing is, though, it's not going to do it like that, is it?
Like that.
It's going to go up slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over a period of probably 4 days.
Yeah.
Tried to find something, but I couldn't find it.
Gary?
Yeah.
How did you not find it?
I couldn't see it. Thank you. You can watch that back later. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. I was trying to find something, but I found it now, so I can bring that up later on. But I didn't want to be rude and cut you two off about what you were talking about.
All right. Feel free.
What are you saying then, Nick? Have you got what's the lowest temps you've had this week?
5 degrees.
-5.
Yeah.
We had -7 this morning in the car. It started at -6 and it dropped to -7.
I left ours was -6, and when I got to where I was working over Manchester, Greater Manchester way, that was -7. It was freezing though today, proper cold.
Yeah.
But when you were stood in the sun, it felt warm. It didn't feel. It didn't feel nowhere near that cold. But I knew there were a definite difference. I said to Mike last night, I'm going to go out and check on my filter, pop my lid off the external barrel outside with a little bit of frost around on the inside. James. Blow them all that way, does. But it was starting to frost up a little bit on the inside. So I thought this morning I'll get up and check. And I thought when I went out and looked at the pond, I thought, Jesus Christ, it's almost completely frozen over. I said on chat, a message to Mike, and I turned around and I said to him, I said, if I get home this evening and it's still frozen or it looks more frozen, then that's it. My whole system's going off.
Yeah.
Everything.
Apart
from the air.
Like I say, the only downside to putting an air stone in a closed vortex with a lid, bubbles start hitting the surface of the lid, and then you'll probably get an ice column going from their lid down through the water, and as the ice travels down into the water, it hits a solid bottom, and it'll just run the ice, run the ice over the bottom.
I was thinking of mine if it come to it, to crunch, if it would be that cold, rather than running risk of it freezing over on the surface at pond and then it not emptying or flowing back in and end up pouring over the top of the ice. Eventually, you're just going to empty what's below it and overflow it into my garden. So I was thinking along the lines of switch the pumps off. Yeah, switch your pumps off, leave my airs going, my air running, and just let them do what they're doing. But again, I mean, on the weekend, we were down to -4 and -5 last weekend. And I thought, well, do the underwater footage that I did. You would have never even known. They were cruising around, swimming around everywhere.
Yeah.
Crystal clear water.
Look at Vince's, though. As soon as the light goes out, or the lights.
That's weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird. As soon as it turns night, they're cruising around everywhere. Through day, they're huddled up in a corner.
Yeah.
You'd have thought, come at night time when it's dropping and becoming colder, that there would have been more that way, acting the opposite way around, wouldn't you? Vice versa. Yeah. Strange. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping my eye. It's supposed to drop to -5 again tonight, but it was -6 last night. I'm going to go out tonight when we've done and have a look. And if it is looking a bit like it's starting to freeze over again, it's coming off.
Yeah, it's not worth risking it, mate.
It's not worth it for the one night. And what I will do is, rather than drain the system down. Oh, I was well impressed though. I've got to admit, I'm well chuffed. -6 outside and 5 degrees inside the shed.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's 11 degrees.
On in there, nothing. It's holding 5 degrees inside the shed and -6 outside.
11 degrees difference, isn't it?
11 degrees difference. So my filter system on the inside is not going to be an issue. It's the little one on the outside. So switch that one off, the little one. Switch off my ultraviolet. Make sure that there's, let it drain down, because the beauty of that system is it all empties through and then into pond. So it's empty. There's no in it. So it'll, other than that one little the submerged chamber box, that one will drop below its emptying level, and then that'll probably just freeze like it did last year anyway. So it won't make a difference. But the other one,
if you are turning your system off, though, this is just my example. I would do. If you was going to turn it off tonight and you wanted to turn it back on tomorrow, what I would do is, your pump. You know how you got the 2 connectors, one going up to the chamber, one going to the pump, to going out the shed. Take that one off the pump, what goes out the shed, drain the water out there if you can. So that part of the trick thing is empty. Otherwise, if you try to turn it on, that freezes with water. You're not going to be able to turn it on.
5 degrees inside the stomach.
No, but it's only that much gap. What's 5 degrees? When you go throughout the wall, it's going to be frozen solid, isn't it? If you get what I mean, the wall.
Oh, you mean, right. I get you. You mean the pipe work coming from the bottom drain to the pump?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll just crack it off and let the water out.
That's what I'm saying. Let the water out.
Yeah, start it back up again. But what I was thinking, if I knock it off just for a night or two, what I was thinking of doing is, if I turn it off for one night and it starts to warm up again come the weekend, then I can switch it back on again. I was thinking just getting the mechanical moving bed and leave that with the air on, so that's still being turned over because it's submerged. Yeah. Leave that one running, but if I get to a point where it's been a day or two, then I'll drop that water out, let it go, and then let it refill back up again as full. That's the idea. But I mean, I don't know. It's managed down to -6. If it starts to warm up a little bit, I might just leave it running and switch the external one off, because that's
what I would be doing, the external one off, and leave your main system on if you can, because that will stop that pipe from freezing then, won't it?
I've seen a few videos of people's filter systems where the backy showers have been frozen solid, their mind your own business has been killed by frost, pipe work's been smashed and bust. I mean, it's cold, isn't it? It's took us. But
Have you seen
all
Skeggies?
these systems that I've seen have all been systems that have had no protection and out to elements. I mean, yeah, they're going to freeze, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's outside, nothing to keep them. But
Yeah, all my tanks in the polytunnel, not a touch of frost, nothing. They're all perfect, fine. Just that little covering of polythene makes all the difference.
it's just that degree or two, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
that we've just been looking into this. I won't say as of yet. What do you think the lowest temperature water can be? And don't Google it. Just give me a guess. Tell me what you think. What do you think the lowest temperature water can go before freezing?
Yeah. No, Mr. K, Mike, no, Mr. Topical Koi, and no, Mr.
Yes.
Mr.
No.
Mr. Charlie Bifter.
Mr. Typical Kai and anybody else that already heard that answer. But yeah, just tell me what you think. What do you think the lowest temperature water can
We've got
get
our
to?
first answer in from Hertz Koi. It's -4. No,
Minus
Hertz,
4.
mate.
Not even close.
Not even close at all. No.
And we're talking about fresh water as well.
Yeah, for only fresh water.
Yeah.
The lowest temperature it can go before freezing. Let's see.
Oh,
We've
Stallion.
got,
Stallion.
Stallion here with a -20.
Still a long way off.
Yeah, it's still a long way off.
Hashtag it.
Hashtag it.
That was from Koi Central. Nice to see you with us, mate.
Evening.
The
Yeah, there's a lot of comments, mate.
a lot of comments coming in on it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh,
A lot of comments in
a
overall.
lot of comments before we can get to what we just asked.
Oh, Nipping Koi.
Nipping Kai just Googled it.
No, still wrong.
No, Colin, you're way off.
Yeah.
I get messages coming from. Right, anyway, let's touch on a few more of these. We've got Yo-Yo Cupcakes from Vince. How you doing, bud? We've got Dave Cook, who says, hello, Gaz, Mick, Daz, and all
How
of
you
the
doing,
chat.
mate?
Evening, Dave.
Mike Bass, good evening,
Hi,
all
Mike.
koi keepers of Ickles and giant ice cube makers, icicles and giant icicles and giant ice cube makers. Fucking hell, man.
No crush there. No, not nearly, but no.
Nick Lawson says, hi guys, and thanks for joining us. And a good evening from myself, Mr. Tropical Koi, who wimped out and says he's going to be here for the end of the show. And wimped out on the beginning of the show. But no pressure, mate. Laughing Face, Mike B. And we've got a hello, everyone. Oh,
Right.
go on then. I won't say no to what we
Take a pic.
take a random.
Evening,
Thank
Jamie.
you. Take it. Oh yeah, I'm
Got bubble gum in.
gonna have one of them.
Got bubble gum in.
Giant chuppa and a section of
It's called a bubbly gum chubba chops. Trust me, it's chubba chops.
chuppas.
Yeah, it's chubba chops.
I used to have them as a kid.
Yeah, chubba chops.
I'll be having one in a minute with a big.
I would say-
He's remembered this evening to pick up his phone at Digger before he left work. And says, hello everyone, it's Ice Baby, but on the upside, I'll be 13 degrees on Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going somewhere warmer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Tropical Koi says, evening Vince. Tropical Koi says, evening all Mikes. Hello Vince from Live Round. Mr. TK. Charlie Victor Brown says, evening all. Evening,
Evening,
Charlie.
Mate.
LATKP. God, these are getting confusing. What was Iceman's favorite line? Oh yes, I'll be your wingman. Evening, Charlie from Tropical Koi. Koi Central says, evening all. Cold enough for you? Mate, yeah, it's definitely cold enough for us. What I'd like is a bit more of the white stuff, though, and a hell of a lot of it, so I don't have to go back to work next week. That'd be sweet. Snow like crazy. That's what I'd like to see.
You speak for yourself.
Well, I mean, can't get out, can I? I'm stuck. Have to dig my way
It
out.
can snow over Christmas Day and New Year's Day. That's it. No more.
No more. What about all the days in between when you can go out for a lovely, do you know what we like to do on it?
No, because I've been working in it.
Boxing Day, set off with your dog and your families. You all meet at one point, walk to your most local pub, have several pints and several shots of alcohol, then stagger home.
All I'll be doing on Christmas Day and Boxing Day is going to the island.
It makes a very entertaining walk home when you're all half cut when it's snowed. That's more fun.
Yeah, I'll be going to the island, I think.
Well, you'll be on a virtual pub crawl with me then, eh?
Yeah, that's it.
Charlie Mr. Brown says, at Mr. Tropical Koi, hi, buddy. West Brom Koi says, evening all. I've got a tickle in front. Koi Central says, evening, Gaz, Daz, and Mick. Good evening, bud.
Good, mate.
Matt Charles says, evening, everyone. Wave a wave.
Evening, Mark.
You know what?
Ooh.
Oh.
-9.
Ooh.
Flipping heck.
That's
-9 is modest. Screwed up my secondary filter system, drained a third of the pond. See, this is my worry. That's what I'm worried about. Pond freezing up, filter freezing up, and it starts overflowing, starts pumping it all out. Next thing you know, your pump's burnt out as well to make an expensive bill on it all.
And when your water level drops, so there's not much left for the fish, the cold kicks in even worse for them. They'll freeze solid.
Yeah.
That's cold, that, Steve. -9. Flipping heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Bass says, my pond was set at 10, but went down as low as 5 before recovering back up to 10 degrees. See, is that good for him, though? Because you're going down from 10 down to 5 and then back up again, and you're doing that with him.
Bit of a swing, isn't it, that?
It's a huge swing up, that, isn't it? Bit iffy. What do you think? I don't know. I mean...
Well, there was a bit of a
one-off, though. It's freak weather. It's not normal.
But saying that, it's
not winter.
Going straight back up. Yeah. The upswing is lesser than the less dangerous than the downswing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but that says it's not normal though. This.
It isn't where we are. Might be for you.
No.
Winter happens every year where I live. I don't know about
-1.
Yeah. Really, that's as cold as what you normally get.
Average for our winters, yeah.
Well, you're all freezing your ass off tonight. I mean, it's cold, but
I've got plenty of insulation, so I'm all right.
I've only had one day where I've worn a coat so far.
Yeah, but you work indoors, guys. That's cheating.
I did a little film this week showing you me on a roof. That's not really inside. No, sweet.
Yeah, well, I get trees inside or patios.
Talking of which, you sent us a picture the other day, pruning a tree. But the photo, the tree was lower than the garden fence. I'm at the top of the tree.
Yeah, well, the garden is on a slope like that.
So it wasn't a tall tree.
You know where it is, Mick. Top of Toton Lane. It's about the steepest hill there is around here. Near Japanese Water Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
It's top of Toton Lane. That is steep, isn't it, man?
That is steep. Yeah. I know what you mean.
But right, so it was just, that was the top of the tree. It just looked as if...
optical illusion, yeah.
Because I said to Colin, top of tree, he stood at the side of it, it's the same height as fence.
Yeah, no. We went down that big hill, me and you, guys, when we went back to the pub with Daz. We went up that way.
Yeah, but I was a passenger then, mate, so I do this. I'm not paying any attention. I don't need to do it? I do. Life around the koi pond says my fish are loving the cold. Strange fish. Have you noticed the colours on your fish look like they're popping? Like they look really vibrant? I think, especially when they're underwater.
The blacks on the new.
The black and the Benny really seem to pop.
Yeah.
Benny has got strong. The Benny has got stronger on the two, the Sankey and the Is it Benny Kiku? On the head, I've noticed Benny has gone a
Especially
bit
on the head.
deeper.
On the heat plate, yeah.
Yeah, but definitely gone a bit darker on there. The body hasn't yet, but I didn't expect it to. But the Cargo Shiro, yes, that's really nice, looking nice. Yeah,
Cool.
The one that I thought I had, which are a Kage Shuro, it's definitely not one of them.
no.
I think it's a Matsu Kawabaki.
Matsu Kawabaki. I mean, how's the ones in the long koi house?
Oh yeah, I've still not looked for that Matsu Kawabaki in there.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've seen it. When I was down last.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all doing well in there.
Yeah.
Look at that. Poor lass has got a scarf on it. Is it cold inside, Phoebes?
Just a smidge.
Bloody hell.
Like a little boobar.
Sweet teaching on us. You walk past it, your dad can afford it.
Right, guys, I'm going to tell you the answer.
Now that we get down to it, we want to get down to it. No.
Oh, right, okay.
They can wait. That's a little puzzle while I have some fizzy sweets. Birmingham Gary says, "Evening, guys. How are you doing, guys?
How you
Well,
doing,
mate?
Gary.
Unfortunately, the 6-year-old died
Oh,
as well in hospital. Oh shit!
was that today? Yeah.
No, he died
See,
2 days the other day. I think he died yesterday or the day before.
That's bad. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! He knows who he is. Not you. Somebody just sent me. I'm going to write it as a message. Don't you dare!
Don't you dare.
Mike Bass, we used to have a public information films. Yeah, we did, mate. That's what I mean. To be fair, I think
We
you
did.
should bring back a lot of public information films and stuff like that. I mean, for example, my pet hate, man, it drives me up the wall. You're driving down the road, you're following a BMW, an Audi, or a Merc. Normally one of them.
Yeah.
And you pay all that extra money for those flash cars, but none of them have got a little switch inside that says fog lights, because they all believe they should be switching them on when it's raining, when you're not supposed to put your fog lights on when it's raining because it dazzles drivers. And when they've come over tops to joint motorway, it's a little bit of fog, so they switch them on. But then when you're all sat in a queue and you're 2 meters away from each other, bumper to bumper, going nowhere, the
Burning your
motor's still
there.
turning them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, burning your eyes out your head. Switch them off, man.
Yeah, that's 8:51
Why do you
watching.
think I can't see you when you're only 2 meters in front of me when I can see 2.5 miles down motorway and watch us all sat in a traffic jam? But
Yeah.
I think they do. They need to put the advert back on. Dip, don't dazzle. Used to get it on when we were kids.
Yeah.
And like,
Don't
you know,
dazzle.
don't
Don't
swim
red
in
light.
open water. All that kind of stuff. I mean, I know it's common sense, but some people forget to tell the kids, don't they? And this is what happens.
Yeah.
The kids go out there doing what they think is just going to be a little bit of fun, and before they know it, it's happened, hasn't it? It's too late then. But
Yeah.
I do believe a lot of those type of videos should come back. I mean, modernize them a little bit, obviously.
I think it should bring them back just purely for the shock factor, mate, to be honest with you.
Green Cross Code Man. Had the
Yeah.
Charlie Says ones.
Not talking to strangers and all that, fit younger
Yeah.
kids and stuff. You know, all that kind of stuff. When we were younger, it was there, wasn't it?
The one
Yeah,
where
yeah.
the poor bloke's drowning in the seas, waving like that, and the woman's on the beach saying, "Oh, look, that man's waving at us." She waves back at him. That was a Coast Guard one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do any of that no more, though, do they?
No. 52 watching, guys. So, like I say, if you're liking what you're watching, guys, join.
Let's have a quick refresh. 12 watching. Sorry. Share the love, guys. Smash that like button. Give that thumbs up. Give it a whack. And also we've received another. It was on 888, which I was going to turn around and say massive thank you to both Gary and Janet, who are customers of mine this week that I work for, who gave me a little Christmas card. Both of them subscribed to my channel and sent me home with a bottle of wine for the work that I've done to them. What they said is they'd be really interested in building a pond. So if they do, what I promised I would do is if they do build a pond, is I would vlog it. They're a couple from China that have moved to the UK. Lovely couple, and I will be seeing you come the new year. So I will be back in, come around and finish off the rest of your rather large list. But I just wanted to say thank you very much for the Christmas present. Very much appreciated, and thank you very much for your subscription. I hope you've enjoyed some of the videos, and I hope you're watching.
Have a happy Christmas.
Yeah, and a Merry Christmas to you all. And thank
Merry
you very
Christmas
much
to
for heartfelt wishes within the card too. Appreciate it. But yeah, they said if they're going to do a koi pond, they'd like to do a koi pond because where they lived before, they only had an apartment. Now they've got a garden front and rear. They think about putting a pond in the back. And I said, if they do, and I will go over and personally vlog the pond and show them
How to do? Build. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it like a build. Help them out. Build it.
I mean, yeah, well, hopefully that's the intention.
Out there.
Yeah, go around, have a look, give them an hand, give them a, you know,
Yeah.
build some new ponds for some new koi owners.
Climb some fish. Yeah.
Yeah. Get some new fish. We know somebody. We know somebody who's got plenty of fish, don't we?
We know
Yeah.
fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it again?
That's his koi farm.
What does it koi from?
That's the one.
That's it. And gentlemen,
You
there
get
will
a chance to plug yourself there, Dustin. You were a bit soft.
and there will be a new logo coming out for Dad's Koi Farm soon.
Ooh.
There will be. There will be.
I believe there's one coming out with one for you too.
Yeah.
So I'm led to believe.
You've got it? You've seen it yet?
No,
I've
I
seen
haven't
it.
seen it. Have you
Yeah,
seen it? Oh,
I've seen
damn it. I haven't seen it yet.
You'll like it, Mick.
Collins
Yeah.
just put a question mark. Does that mean that he doesn't know that you were doing one for Daz? You do now, Cole.
Yeah.
Quick.
We need to get one for Daz.
Yeah, totally agree, Jamie. Our hearts go out to the family on their loss, 100%.
100%.
Yeah. Worst nightmare.
Nipping Koi says evening all. Good evening,
Evening.
Nick.
Okay.
Paul Max says evening all.
Hi, Paul.
Evening, Paul.
Busy, sorry, I said that because Busy Bee follows afterwards with a waving hands. Paul Max said he's been talking with his son, and he's been interested in building a new pond, but he's going with his traditional. What he wants to do a traditional one, but his son wants to do a modern day one out of ground with a window in.
Do
So I
two.
think he's going to go for the window pond. But what he did put forward, what in his little mess, I read it this evening, was along the lines of showing. Do you think that how the younger generation is more tech and the rest of it? Do you think shows of the future? This is what Paul was saying. Do you think shows of the future will be done in vans? Or would you think they might be done like this online with footage filming and side shots from windows and stuff? So that the dog can be
Yeah. And they and
filmed or recorded and then shown and judged.
yes, and there you go, and there you go, everybody.
How about
GKP's show next year, picture show.
we're going to do it? That's a good idea, actually. Sorry,
Yeah.
Paul, if I just nicked your idea. That's probably a good idea.
Brilliant idea.
Take a picture. We're
I'm
not
really-
bothered about the size. We're not
Yeah.
bothered about. But what we'll do, I'll tell you. Right, there we go. Right, come next year. Come spring, kicking into beginning of summer. Take a picture of your favourite fish. GKP musical, idiot.
Twat.
Sorry. I get little messages coming personally through where I'll say the. They send me little messages, the moderators, and they take the P. So I end up reading stuff that comes out on my phone as well as what comes up on here too. What we'll do is we'll have a little bit of a show between us all, or anybody that wants to enter. You can send us another one. It's come through again.
Yeah.
Send us a picture of your favourite fish. Doesn't matter about the size or category. If you want to put your size, you know, if you think between 45, 50 cm, whatever, put the size category in, and then we'll do a photographic shot of.
And it's not about
We'll pick someone. We'll be the judges. Us three.
Yeah.
We'll be the judges. We'll have a first place, a second place, and a third place prize.
Yeah.
100%, mate. Yeah. I'll do that.
And we'll get
It's going to be an unconventional judging. We won't be judging how fish are normally judged.
No,
it'll be judged on what we think is our favourite fish and
Yeah.
the favourite or the best looking fish. Won't be the size or anything like that. We'll put any size categories together and we'll pick the best fish out of them all, and we'll get a first, second, and third place to it.
Yeah.
All like that.
Yeah.
Let me know if you think it's a good idea. If it's anything you might be interested in.
it's not going to take. It doesn't cost you anything.
No,
It's purely just a bit of more interaction with the channel, interaction with you guys. And like I say,
It's a way of showing fish as well, I think.
And I think, Paul, I think you might be right, mate. I think shows of the future may very well be done that way.
Yeah.
As it's a lot easier, isn't it, to do it in a virtual way? And what I will do is we'll put up a little clip video of them all the fish that were entered, and then we'll go through us with a couple of clip videos of us judging and having a look at which ones we like, you know, a bit of a showcase of us looking at them. And then we'll put together a video at the end of the winner. The 3 top winners will have a first place, second place, and a third place prize for anybody that's interested. How's that?
Yeah. And Paul, go with
that. We'll do that. We'll sort that and arrange that after the Adam buyer visit, because we might be able to buy some real nice fish to enter.
Oh, we can't enter. Come on.
We can enter, but we can't win. We can enter, but we can't win.
Yeah.
We can enter. Why not? Might as well show off whatever you've got.
Yeah.
Can my wife enter one of my fish then?
That's called a ringer.
Yeah. No, but I would personally, Paul, go with the traditional style.
Me too.
I went at the ground, and it's the worst mistake I made. You lose the feeling of the pond. I had it in the ground, and I went out the ground.
He swings around about something. He doesn't suit everybody because there's a hell of a lot of digging to do if you go in ground pond, and it's getting rid of all the spoilers. Not everyone's got that facility and finance to get rid of all that and dig it all out.
Level the ground.
Talking of which, Jazz, when we do my pond, do you need 2.5 tons of soil?
Not particularly. Does your neighbour? Should get over the fence.
I gave my neighbour 2.5, maybe 3 tons last time.
Well, that was down the back. Can't just level that off.
Yeah.
No, what I might have to do is I might have to take my fence panel out and then barrow it straight off that onto sneak it a little bit and into a skip.
Yeah.
But how big a skip do you know? Because you know when you take out 2.5 tons out of the garden, it always looks 10 tons more when it comes into a skip, doesn't it? Because it fluffs up, doesn't it?
If I bring my trailer, Gaz, can't we dump it on one of your building sites?
I probably could, mate. I probably could. I could take some week by week in my pocket, like Cozy. Just tip it out of my pockets every time I walk on site, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, that feels cold. Shank Redemption. When it gets rid of it, I'm walking around the yard.
Yeah. What the plan were, wasn't it, guys? It was to try to do it as eco-friendly as possible.
Yeah. I want to zero build as much as possible. I have the liner and the underlay and everything from Jeff Lee's. He's already given me that. I have the filter system already. It will just need to be extended, and I might be putting a secondary bottom, a dual bottom retro bottom into it. Yeah, double that up, and then if I do that, the only thing then I'm really going to need is stone to go around it. Now I've got to go at some point. I've got to go to the end of my road and ask him if I can have a shed load, and if I can, then I'm going to load my van up several times and bring it back.
Yeah,
but I'm going to see if I can get a zero environmental issues, as in, you know, I don't want to be putting sand, cement, building blocks and all the rest of it. I am going for a straight in the ground pond, as what I've got now, a natural dig with a natural look and a natural feel to it. Some people have suggested how big I go and how long I go, but guess what, guys? I'm going to go as big and as long and as deep and as wide as what I won't, because it's my garden and it's down to me for maintenance of it. And if I go too big, it'll just simply spoil.
Bullshit statement of the week.
Yeah. As soon as Colin starts that electric spade up, that's it, mate. There's no stopping him.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
No.
He went. He's in charge of that garden. Who is the gaffer in that ass?
Mate. He's the gaffer in the house, mate. I'm the gaffer of the garden. He doesn't garden.
Keep telling yourself that, guy.
You tell, yeah, that's it.
Well, maybe not, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's be truthful. None of us are gaffers anyway, are we, if we're married? So.
No.
No.
We're all pussy whipped.
I know, moving on swiftly. Busy Bee says,
Moving on. Evening, Busy Bee.
Mike says, evening, Nigel. Nip says, evening, Mike. Kai Control says, make sure you protect your big blues if they're outside, chaps. Anyone know where to get a big blue pre-filter? Asking for a friend. Big blue pre-filter.
That's what I've got. I think that's what I've got out there. It's not. It's a cylinder. It's a cylinder with a smaller cylinder. Then it goes into the big blue. The larger big blue cylinders. I'll show you. I'll show you in a bit.
Edward Guppy says, hi, Gaz, Mick and Daz. Hi, Edward.
Hi,
Edward.
Charlie Bifty Brown says, DIY SOS, Gaz.
Yeah.
My boss says, Finch Filtrations does filter.
Does. Yeah. Does all that kind of stuff. All the big blues.
Kushti Koi says, I all hope all is well. Good, all good this side, mate. Hope you are too. Irish Joy Decoy says, hi guys, are you all right? Hi all, cold enough for you in Scotland again this week. Coldest I've seen was -10 up in Porth. Flipping heck, -10. That's cold, isn't it?
That is.
Koi Central says, I know I should have moved it indoors, but completely forgot about it.
Yeah, well, it happens so quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. What's it called?
Stop
recording.
I just dawned on me what Big Blue is. Big Blue is the pre-chlorinator, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had a brain fart there. Went right over the top of my head. What a Big Blue was for a minute. I'm going to put a headset on now. There you go. From Stallion. Kelly Karma says, evening, guys. What a week. -9 this morning as part of a part-time job. At 4 this morning. Brew, hope you're all well, mate. The thumbs up too.
Good day, mate. Hope you're well.
Thank you, Dave. Hope you're good too, mate. But yeah, -9. Soz that. I thought my windscreen, we're covered in what I do is if I pull home on a night after I've drove home, you get that last bit of salt all over your window, the splatters.
Yeah.
Don't wash your window when you get home. Try to get to the last bit when you get to pulling up outside home. We're out doing and wiping off that final bit of salt. Leave it there. Because come morning, your windscreen's not frozen.
Oh, of course, of the salt, yeah.
Because of the salt, yeah. So I thought, I'll just throw a little bit of water in the back of the van so I can clear that salt off because my washer jets were frozen solid. I launched it on window. I'm like, shit. We want frozen. IGK, Cupcake, Twisted Fella, thumbs up. -8 here. Just seen a penguin. Close to death. And they can do Antarctic weather. Oh my God. Clay Geimer says, hi Irish Jordan, Vince, bruv, and all that. And all thumbs up. Rocky Boy, Cupcake. Daz, Bubble and Finn. Daz, what temperature is the polytunnel keeping at in this cold weather?
I tested the temp today and it was 0.7 degrees.
0.7.
Yeah, actually 0.8 was the warmest pool in there. So pretty cold.
Pretty cold, yeah.
But still no freezing, no frost, nothing, no ice forming anywhere. And it probably warmed up during the day because it was pretty toasty when I left about 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Still, though, you would have thought it'd have stayed a little bit warmer than that inside Polytunnel, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm surprised.
I mean, yes, it'll heat up through the day more, won't it? But come night time, it'll cool down quicker because there's no insulation to the side of it, is there?
Yeah, but having said that, the fish were all pretty active, all swimming around in circles. They were.
No,
I was
not
almost
bothering
tempted.
them, no, are they? They're not bothered by it, they're not. They're being down there. Same as mine, to be fair. They seem to be moving around. When I went out to have a look tonight and to have a check to see what the temperatures in on mine was, inside my pond was 1 degree. So I was like, well, when I bent down to have a look, they all started moving around and come around. Even the Benny Ginger came up to the surface. And I thought, you're rising up like you want something to eat, but you ain't getting no temperature. Yeah.
I was tempted today to feed them. I thought, no, don't be daft.
Yeah, too much in it, too cold, and too much for them to digest in this.
Having said all this, I mean, the fish in the tunnel are fine, but they must be just on that sort of borderline, because I spoke to a koi collector in the week and he's lost a lot of fish, hundreds of fish, fried outside with no protection, and the cold has killed them stone dead. So be careful, people. Don't think that your fish are invincible.
Paula had a bad deal on their pond as well. They posted a video, posted a post on that Facebook group as well today or the other day. Their pond's frozen over, and a lot of the fish look like they're frozen solid. They look like they're dead. But apparently they only lost the one out of them, which is not too bad. Out of 30 odd, I think they've got one that didn't make it, didn't come good, but flipping out.
Yeah.
Anyway, keeping Paul, I hope all rest do okay as well. IGK, Vince and Dave, Koi Karma, we'll go with. Irish Jody Koi, the wife tells me my balls are frozen.
What's the temperature that under the balls?
Under the balls. What temperature under your balls?
Is it still holding? Because it was doing well before, wasn't it? Up until this.
Yeah, it was. It was 10 degrees, wasn't it? 10 degrees underneath last time you told us. WBK Cupcake. Jamie from Life Around says, please, I switched off the Easy Pod. It would be a block of ice now. Well, so Jeff's froze, didn't it?
Yeah.
Pond
froze, didn't it?
Full inch of ice over his pond and frozen over on his Easy Pod as well. So it dropped cold for him. Kai Karma says, hi, West Brom, with a thumbs up. Stallion Fish Keeping says, Baldwin Reef are doing some decent projects. He's going to have a sick koi farm come spring. The work's doing looks miles ahead of scale. Very good. -7 pond at 6 degrees. My koi journey says, hi everyone.
Hi mate.
Stallion Fish Keeping says we're ahead of schedule. Twisted Koi says, Glenn, Nip, Cupcake. Few people on Facebook saying that they've lost fish due to the cold, Life Around the Koi. That's what Keith Paula was saying. I thought they'd lost a lot more, but as you read further down through the comments, it turns out that they only actually lost one. But it did look like, in the photo, it looks like a good 15 or 20 that'll, over on the side, up to the ice around the edge of the pond, like they were dead. But yeah. My Koi Journey says, hi Vince, I'll see you soon, buddy, with a thumbs up. Indeed, brother. Koi Karma, Mike, with a thumbs up. Sean Morris was the gentleman we were trying to remember the other day.
That was it.
Sean Morris. Yeah. Sean, we were talking about your fish tank last week, and I couldn't remember whose it was. And I didn't have the photo anymore in my little file that we shared. Yeah, so it was Sean's.
Yeah.
All right, lads. Hope you're all okay. Need a bit of help, stroke advice, if that's okay. Is there any reason my KH would drop from 12 to 2 in less than 24 hours in a tropical aquarium at 26 degrees C?
Yes.
Wow. KH dropping that low. KH?
Yeah, your KH. Your pH. What was your pH?
Yeah, if your pH is...
Check your pH, mate, as well. If your pH has dropped as well.
Because what I probably would have said is you watered at 26 degrees, yeah? Your KH was stable, but then you had like a bacterial spike or something like that. If your pH was normal, and then your pH, and then your KH was being ate by the bacteria.
Yeah, which then makes your KH drop, which can in turn bring down your pH as well. But not always.
Not always with your pH.
Yeah. Did you do all the other tests as well, mate? Or have you just done a KH test? But in 24 hours, that's a rapid drop. Have you done a partial water change? Have you been adding KH? Have you been adding water in? That might be a less KH than what you put out. Check your tap water, mate. That would be my first. That would be my first part of call. If you've done a water change, that is. If you haven't done no water changes, then.
But saying that, but
give it in.
If your temperature's at 26, it'd be interesting to find out what your pH is first. Because if your pH, like I was saying about, if the ammonia is slightly high, and your pH is more on the acidic, that means the ammonia is going to be more toxic. So that will be using more of your KH.
Yeah. The bacteria converts it to KH.
Yeah, it eats it. The bacteria eats the KH.
Yeah.
Well, some lagging issue.
It's like right.
Get us on fast forward.
Looks like Crichton off bloody Red Dwarf, doesn't it?
Hopefully that's settled out. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Charlie Bifter Brown says, having to go to hospital at 4:30 hours. Good job. I'll let the dog out in the garden. I'll have him missed in the pond. Oh yeah, he's over as well. We haven't letting his dog out early hours in the morning when he got back. He would have missed it. His pond had frozen and it was starting to pump and empty itself as well. So there's been a lot of people. Last night must have been borderline then for the freezing of everybody's ponds.
Yeah.
Mick, you was right about the Trops putting it back to 18th, but can see being put back.
You won't get them this time. You won't get them this time before Christmas, mate. Now I would safely say, mate, very surprised if you get them.
Well, there's only another week, isn't there? There's a week at 6 days of trading.
6 days of trading, really. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it does go up to 10 to 15 to 14 degrees, they probably would send them out. But
these Trops are out there. I mean, if they're sending them a courier delivery, it don't really matter as long as they've got e-packs in with them for a courier delivery. But to come in through Royals, but
it's a gamble.
It's a gamble.
It says evening all, evening Hertz.
Evening Hertz.
Christian says Hertz, cupcake. Stallion says I Hertz. Koi Central says my marine aquarium KH drop rapidly, so I use an auto doser to keep it stable. It depends on what you have in your aquarium. If it's heavily planted, I believe it can cane the KH.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
There we go.
And actually,
we've actually got to the topic what we're talking about.
Yeah, right. But Vince want on, so but Vince will probably know. So
no, Vince was on. He was on from the very beginning. Kate, Hertz Koi put -4. The question was, what's the lowest temperature water can go to before it freezes? Hertz's guess was -4. Stallion was -20. Koi Central says, hashtag it. Stallion says, I'm going to ask a polar bear. Be right back. Nipping Koi said -40. Koi Central says, yeah, off to work, mate, so can join you all this week.
That's brilliant. Join us because he's off work.
Sweet. Kushti put -50. Stallion says, oh, you said a woman bit then, Ickles nearly died. Teresa Morgan says, hello everyone, hope you're all well and all the families. And Merry Christmas to both you and Mad Dog. I hope you and your family have a lovely Christmas period. I get messages coming.
Teresa, did you the plastic grass? Was that your work? Very nice. Good job. You guys
done the plastic grass. Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Spot on.
It's not back to 10 degrees Celsius yet. It's slowly recovering back currently at 7 degrees. Oh, so it's not gone up too great. Vince, no, mate, it hasn't, not yet, no. Has your bloody parcel arrived yet? No, don't, mate. But when it does come, I will have a do with them. Can't wait, mate. So he does detailed fine drawings, doesn't he, and painting of his modelling.
Oh, yes.
I've asked him if he could spare a few of his fine detail brushes so that I can make use of them for my kitchen worktop repairs. So he's been kind enough to send some out in the post.
Wow.
Well over a week ago, and they've not arrived. So they've either disappeared or they're in the backlog. I'm guessing the backlog, mate, to be fair. Graham Taylor says, evening guys, bloody cold now, but hold tight and get your speedos ready for next week as temps are due to soar. Yeah. Barbecue weather next week, mate. Next weekend, barbecue out, 15 degrees. Right, so the few people that did guess, the actual temperature is minus 55 degrees Fahrenheit, which is minus 48 degrees Celsius.
So who guessed it right?
The University of Utah researchers found that that is the lowest temperature liquid water can reach before it becomes ice.
And the viscosity as well. Tell them about that as well.
Oh, yeah, depends on the viscosity. Well, the warmer the water, the thinner the viscosity. The colder the water, the thicker the viscosity, which then allows the. What were it? There was some. What were the not molecules? Is it? What were the thing? What's the word for it when it's
ions?
I can't remember what it was.
It was
The nucleus centers. A lack of nucleus centers.
nucleus,
So
yeah.
super cool water is kept from freezing by its lack of nucleus centers, whatever that is. So that's how they can make it, or that's how it can get down to like 48 degrees before it freezes. But that's pretty damn cold, isn't it? Minus 48 degrees before it freezes.
So did anyone guess it right, Gaz?
No.
Well, we had one at minus 50, so we're too.
No, Dad bloody guessed it right.
You guessed it right. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, because you knew it.
Reflecting off of my phone, off my monitor.
Yeah, but that's because I knew it. I didn't cheat. I just knew it.
Did you already know?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. It's Kai says, Graham Taylor, we need to make sure treatments at the ready.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you're thinking of building a pond, tell them to wait until spring. Trust me, building it ain't much fun at the moment. I bet it's not. I mean, the ground you need just to dig soil this time of year. You're going to need a pecker just to smash through soil.
Just to get through the surface layer.
Peter's Puddle Koi and Goldfish says, evening guys, been a while. Usually watching on catch up. Pond part frozen, all pipework frozen, filters frozen too. I've just got air on at the moment for water movement. That's it, mate. Keep it safe, don't burn out, don't have any damages, and just leave it to do what it does and just hope that your joints and your pipes don't burst, mate. The one thing to do when you do switch it all back on, mate, when it's defrosted and thawed, check it. Make sure you got no leaks everywhere. Check it and then check it again once it's been running for a bit, because a pipe can crack easily. Koi Karma says, hi, busy, with a thumbs up. Jamie says, will anyone be videoing around the pond Christmas Day? No, mate. I will be getting smashed and eating lots of food on Christmas Day.
I'll do one for you, Jamie. Don't worry. I'll send you a video. Might even do a bit of skinny dipping in it as well.
Actually, I might do one. Yeah, it depends if I'm over at my mum's for Christmas.
If it snows, I'll film it. If it don't, then I might do a short for a white Christmas if it is, but we'll see.
Yeah. If it snows, I'll film it in the tunnel.
Yeah.
With the beers, Dave, with a wing. Graham Taylor says, hurts Koi. Just be nice to see the fish again. Chance to give them a check over. That's the only downside to it, Winter. Well, if you wrap up and you cover up and you have everything over the top of it all. Then look at why is my camera doing this? Doing my titty, man. How's that? Is that better? That making any difference?
Yeah.
There we go. We'll unplug that for a bit. We cover them all up, wrap them all up and everything. Before you know it, it's all, they're gone out there for 2.5 months, if not more, 3 months.
Yeah.
It's the only downside to the hobby. I wish I lived in a country which will war all year round. We can enjoy it
Yeah.
to the max all the time. But
Yeah.
no.
Africa or somewhere.
Auntie Busy, Cupcake, Uru, one and all. I hope everyone is okay from Copit.
Evening,
Coy,
Cope.
Chatty Bubbles. How you doing, mate?
Sorry, mate.
It's Coy says agreed at Graham Taylor. Copy says Twister. It's Coy says evening, Copit. West Brom says just watch Black Country Coy Bloke's latest video. This cold weather is vicious. Has he lost some as well? I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that one. We've got Busy B. Hi, Vince. We've got Hertz. Coy says, hi, Hertz. Oh, sorry. Copy says, hi. Copy says, Baldy. Hertz Coy says, evening. Hi, Copy. Evening. Tony Barker says, message to Jack. Hi, Copy. From hi, Jack. From Copy, should I say? Hi, Copy. Hi, Sharpie. Evening, Jack. West Brom. I've just watched it too. My pond's in a similar condition. Yeah, I'm just on bed rest. Busy says, have the eyeballs? Twister says, Sharpie Cupcake. Copy says, Karma. There's a lot of people. Hello. Hi, Dan. Hi, Cop. Hi, Cop. Dave. Vince. Copy. Alan T. says, hi, guys. If you think it's cold where you are, you want to be here. I live near Shotts on the highest place in Central Scotland. What temperatures are we looking at, Alan? What have you got as low as for you this week? I bet it's pretty damn cold compared to what we've been getting.
Yeah.
Sharpen me up from West Brom. I see what I can do this weekend on my day off. A bit of camera, a bit of filming. Nice. Irish Jody says, what did it get down to, Alan? I heard -17 somewhere in Scotland this week. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I heard it 50.
No.
You don't get much colder than that in this country normally.
You certainly don't. West Brom, me duck. Where's gold? Would you like a tip?
A tip of what, Paul?
I knew he was going to say that.
This bond is for him. My post explains it all. Yeah, I did read it all, mate, but I ain't really got a photographic memory, but it was an interesting read. Explained it all. Tried over the cover of a few topical points, and the address different between other infusers and the probable future of the hobby. Yeah, there's a lot of people that have said that they aren't particularly happy with how the koi scene show's been. I mean, it's not evolving, it's not changing.
Yeah.
Some might say, does it need to change?
It does.
Others might say it does need to change. I personally think.
I mean, I'm not being funny. We went to 2 koi shows, yeah, and I'm not being funny. It was all hoity-toity. Oh, look at my fish. I mean, I know that's about the show thing, but
It's
they're all the same fish all the time.
Yeah.
Well, that's for me. It very much has been. It's been a case of. It's always been the same fish at each show that you go to. And the 2 seasons that I've done it and I've seen them, it's not been a bad thing to see those fish. It's nice to see them and nice to see how they've developed and how they've changed.
But what disappointed? I think it disappointed all our group. We went to the one in
Newark.
No, the other one.
Oh, Birmingham.
Birmingham.
The Birmingham one.
Yeah.
because that shower won grand champion down south, because it's part of the BPK, whatever it is. Yeah, it couldn't win that show, but that fish was purely the best fish at that show, so that should have won that show. No matter where it
I
comes,
think it should have done. Because it was
in
stunning.
another show, it's a totally different show.
Yeah. The thing that
In my-
I was disappointed in was the damage that Chag got at the Newark show.
Yeah.
The Newark show.
And
I mean,
that to me points out why a virtual show is safer and better for the fish.
and that fish couldn't
I agree
have won
with that.
grand champion.
Would it be the same seeing him virtually as opposed to seeing him?
No, it
Well,
wasn't.
you don't get the chance to buy the fish and the other accessories and such. But can we not have a show where you can just do that and not show fish? You can just go like a trade show,
Yeah, like a dealer's show.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean that like you said, that chap, it could have not won. It couldn't win grand champion because it's not a ghost anchor.
Mm.
So really, it was just there to say, "Look at me! Look how big I've got.
I'm the biggest." Yeah.
I'm the biggest." Because it wasn't far. Well, far wasn't the best.
No,
It was a very nice fish, but
symmetrically, his face was lopsided. One eye was sunken in. There was a lot of sort of
the fish
demerits on
must have weighed 60, 70 pounds in weight.
Yeah, it was
And
huge.
that being in a small body of water like that, mate, that surely wasn't doing that. No, you know it won't, because it nearly torpedoed you ever.
Yeah. It did. It nearly jumped over the side, very, very close. It got up on the edge of the tank.
Yeah, right next to you,
Smashing
wasn't it?
about like that. And if it had wanted to, and it had a bit more oomph, it would have been straight over onto the floor.
Yeah.
And that would have been disastrous.
But that one, that the show where it actually did
Tore
it
its
not
tail.
jump out, tore its tail? Or
That's
broke
it.
its
That's the
tail?
one. That's
That's
the
the
one.
one. Broke its tail, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the sickening when you see a fish of that quality, of that size, get damaged. But I suppose that's the risk you're taking. It's like Lee Hadfield was saying on one of his videos of a week. He's got one particular fish that he can't show because all it wants to do is jump out.
Yeah.
But
Kamikaze. You got two, I think.
We got two. He said two.
Really well
Yeah.
to show,
A
yeah.
shower and a kahaku. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the disappointing thing with that, it couldn't have won anything.
Yeah. So it was a pointless exercise anyway.
It was a pointless exercise. It was just saying, look how big my fish is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some people might not never. I mean, it could, to an extent.
It was a marvelous sight. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it was.
that's
It's very
the only
nice to
place
see
that some people
close
would
up.
get to see a marvelous sight like that would be at a show in those
Yeah.
conditions. So you take that element away and nobody brings them, then nobody gets to see them.
Yeah.
Because your average koi keeper, me, I ain't never going to have no fish of that size ever.
Yeah. But end of the day, shouldn't the fish's welfare come first?
Yeah, it should, mate. Yeah, it should.
They're in a stressful environment.
Really.
The vibration going through the water, the loud noise echoing around the room. And it, like I say, what was there? 500 people, 600 people at the Newark show at one point.
Yeah.
Making
You
that
got to-
noise, clattering
It's
around.
stressful for a fish when you think about it in that sense, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Same as
You
the one
think about it.
down south where it's over everything's over a loudmouth speaker job
Yeah.
and everything's over intercom system. Loud as hell.
Yeah.
You think about it, Gaz, when you did the underwater footage, I could hear all the whir of the pumps and everything. It's so much louder underwater. All that sound is magnified. It must be bombarding the poor fish.
Yeah.
Apparently,
We're talking about over there, weren't we? Same thing.
this is what we looked at as well. The sound travels 4 times further than it does at normal pressure.
Yeah.
Koi says that we had a -12 this morning.
Shizzle.
Dalian says, Daz, is that with the door shut on your polytunnel?
Yeah, mate.
Yes.
Cold in there, mate.
Yeah.
Bubble and Finn, Corpy says, once your grow more.
Yeah, that's beautiful, that fish.
Koi says, put hot water in a sandwich bag and
Yeah.
put
That's
warm
the recipe holding your hand.
warm water in in a bag and remove the ice. I watched a guy doing a demonstration of what not to do with boiling water. Pours it over a window and the window just went smash. So, not
Have you
too
thought
hot.
about just going outside 5 minutes earlier, sit in your car and warm the car up with the fans?
If it's a diesel engine, though,
There's a
mate,
fun
they
in that,
don't-
Nick. People haven't got time. They haven't got that 5 minutes.
diesel engines don't get warm like that, though.
No, it takes about
You
20 minutes.
see, when I'm driving up motorway and I get stuck in that traffic jam this time of year, my heater goes from being like 60 on dial right down to now, and it starts blowing cold air because it's cold. Diesel engines don't work that way.
Mine's petrol though, but like I say,
Yeah.
at 4:30 this morning, me and Colin was
If
like,
you leave your diesel engine just idling, the heaters won't get warm. Not
Mine
like
does.
they do on a but not like they do on a petrol engine.
Yeah.
They'll get warm.
Yeah, but
They'll
mine's
get warm
wide direct.
eventually,
It blew
but
up.
it takes a lot longer.
Mine
they
has no
normally get
1, 2, and 3. Mine's just got 4.
Oh,
It's
that's
full or
it.
nothing.
Oh no.
yeah,
That's easy to start. That's only one little thing. It's a little square box, and
In
it's one
fact-
screw. You unplug it, put it in, screw it back in, and plug it back in again, and that's it. Doesn't
God.
all feel it.
Well, I got the gloves on the dashboard, and it was at hot. It had melted the fingers together, and I couldn't get my gloves on.
Like I say, 4:30 this morning, me and Colin was like dumb and dumber in my car, waiting for the window to go. Freezing like that. All right. It was like freezing and
freezing.
Yeah.
Yorkshire Coy says, "Hi y'all, how you doing, bud?"
How you doing, Paul?
Evening.
Stallion says, "Tape some silver some insulation silver foil gas. I'd want a temp side if I was still wanting to feed." I think you mean Daz. Silver foil the inside of your pond. I mean,
Polytunnel.
polytunnel.
Yeah. Make it go a bit dark.
Because you're four and a half grand in silver foil.
Yeah.
Sky Cameron says, "Hi Paul," with a thumbs up. Copy says, "Hi Paul, West Brom Coy." West Brom says, "Copy." Irish Geordie, them floating balls are brilliant, mate. They definitely are. My missus wants my to freeze my balls because I'm. Yeah, there you go there. Unless you take on shutting filters off in winter if you're not feeding. Or just, I think sometimes when it gets as cold as what it is and what it has,
Yeah.
you ain't got a choice, especially if you're not heated. Because if you're not heated, your ponds are going to freeze, your filters are going to freeze, everything.
You're going to lose your fish.
It's
It's not ideal to do, but what can you do, mate? As I say, if you can get away with it, keep it on. But
I've done it for the last 4 years. This is the 4th year of my pond. I've done it for the last 3 years and switched mine off completely all winter. My dad has always switched his off every winter. All of his will probably be off now. Will have been off for probably a good 2-3 weeks, if not longer. But on this year, I thought I'd leave it as long as I possibly can and see what difference it makes.
That's the point, Gaz. Why don't you do a video of your dad's pond? We've never seen it. We've never seen any of his fish either.
Oh, Daz, you disappoint me so much.
Oh, have I missed something?
he did a video probably about 9 months ago.
I didn't know you then.
What? Excuse me.
I must have missed that one. It must have been a.
It wasn't 9 months ago. Probably. I done one where I took the breeding trio Shabukins to his house.
I saw
I
that
did the front garden pond and the back garden pond prior to that.
No,
Yeah.
I missed that one.
So that's
Yeah.
ages ago. They were crap anyway.
No, you need to do an update then.
Yeah, what's it called? We've known each other. You've known each other for 1.5 years. I've known you just over a year now.
Yeah, sorry.
Time flies, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Daz.
Damn.
Shame. Shame.
Game.
Shame.
DI says, "Evening everyone. How is the GKP crew? God damn it, man! I can't even say me own
All right,
name.
mate.
Oh, good,
DT.
thanks.
Good
Very
to
well,
see you
thank
back,
you very
mate.
much, mate. Hope you're good, DT Coy.
Exactly.
And you're back.
He's only doing it for the live, he said so.
That's what everybody says. You're back.
Yeah, but things may come out of small things, though. DT, come on, stay positive, mate.
Yeah.
A friend asked him the other day was the reason why you were asking. Yeah, I used to do, mate. I used to turn mine off. Fish, seeing what difference it makes. But there you go. So that's a video that we need to watch. Anyone seen Black Country Coys tonight? Oh my God, what a disaster! No, not yet, mate.
Oh, mate.
To definitely watch by the sound of it.
Like I say, Copey, send our regards to him, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
Like I say,
too bad.
he's not watching it.
It doesn't sound good, does it? Doesn't sound good at all. Irish Coy says, Irish Joddy Coy says, holding steady around 6. The wife tells me I'll check when I'm back home tomorrow. Oh, that's not too bad. Holding 6 degrees. Only lost 4 degrees, but it's dropped another extra 5 degrees lower than what it was last week when you were checking in. So that's not too bad, mate.
It isn't.
Just check my easy pod, and it's all good at the moment. Got a good flow going through it. Sweet. I have a Nexus, and it seems to still have a good flow, but the thermal wrap on top of the Nexus. How's the boys pup doing, Copy fella? Yeah, it seems like a perfectly good time for that other person to come back in and show another pup off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Lovely Copy, mate.
Come on, Mr. Tropical Koi. Get that tropical figure in.
The best mates for the rest of the days, but DT says he's back for live shows only. For one night only. DT, I've not insulated at all. I'm starting to get a bit anxious about it, though. That's why I've upped the flow. Seems to have helped, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, mate, I've got mine's at 18,500 litres an hour, and then I'm running a 48,000 wave maker, mate, and I've got no ice whatsoever. Apart from
Surprised, like a bloody washing machine.
apart from where it comes out on the edge, so Steph goes out and knocks the ice off. But it's dead.
Yeah, I mean, you're a few degrees warmer, aren't you? Again, so.
And it's
DT
deep.
says, get on your hamster wheel as your internet speed isn't up to scratch. Slap my ass off. It's probably been a bit iffy, mate, but it seems to have sorted itself out now. Elsie says my pond got a nice ice on it. My pond's not got no ice on it at all.
Oh.
It shouldn't have. It's inside your house. It's in the living room, mate. I mean, your coy are being kept at about 26 degrees, depending on what you've got the living room fire on.
Yeah, the fish are watching telly right now.
Send me a picture of it. It literally is inside the building. It's about 5 at the moment. My pond's full of ice. Need it gone. Yep, me too. Well, it's not full of ice, but 3/4 of it is. It's a good idea to check your float switch. Someone says they can fail in icy conditions. Well, they will 100%, mate, because they're frozen on surface, don't they? So, yeah, 100%. That's why I've gone with the option of, at the end of the tonight's show, if it's frozen again and frozen around my switch, it's going off. Copy says, hi, Teresa. Nip in Coy says, what's in the can, Mick? In the mug.
Yeah, Pepsi.
Pepsi. He just likes to use the branded mug.
Yeah,
It
tastes better. It tastes better. You know what I mean? It tastes like water in this cup. You see.
Grave Taylor says, I have my easy pod wrapped in silver insulated foam. Temp is at 0.7, but pond is at 2. 2/3 frozen. Just keeps good flow at the pod and keeps the air going in the pond.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Mine's at 1 degree pond and partially freezing. Yours is at 0.7 and partially frozen. Yeah, some people have got. Oh, what did Jeff say? That's what I'm trying to think. What did Jeff say is pond temperature or what is outside
minus
temperature?
minus one the other day.
One, but it's an inch of ice, literally a thick inch of ice on his.
Well, just near the east coast, isn't it? It tends to be a bit colder there, wind chill.
As I says, sounds like a plan. I'm out getting smashed tomorrow night. Yeah, it works too. Hey,
Work doing it.
Right. Mrs. Dale Pinkett, good evening from the Pinkness. We have just moved. Not the ideal time to have the fish in the paddling pool.
No.
Paddling pool.
Just
keep
an eye on that.
We're just saying, Keith and Paula have had theirs in a temporary paddling pool at the foot, at the head of the garden, the top where they're in the process of making the new pond build. But theirs has frozen, and they almost had a complete disaster. They lost one fish out of the 30. I think it was 28 or 30 or so. They've lost just the one, but it did look bad at the time, at first sight. All fish frozen over on the sides, big thick layers of ice on top of the pond. It all looked like it had half emptied as well. So, DT Joy says, up North Koi Pond, went on our lass's work do, but wrong weekend, footy was on. Was packed in town though, and a good night. England AV says, is this live? No, this is coming to you pre-recorded.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's live.
Says it. I mean, kind of gives it away with the GKP live pond top. Our Koi Journey says, what's the lowest temperature that koi are safe at? There you go. There's the question. Is lowest temperature. Where's my camera doing this? It's doing
Me, I would probably say 3 degrees. Anything below that. I mean, anything below, I think it's 8, isn't it? Anything below 8
It's stressful.
It's going into the danger zone.
8 degrees is stressful for koi.
Yeah. Anything below 8 degrees.
I'm going to call bullshit on that one.
It's not. That's what the text. That's what the text say.
Why is that stressful? And why is it not stressful to any other fish?
The body is having to work harder to keep them alive.
You want to think that the koi regulate the temperature from the ambient temperature of the water.
Let's get the Bible out, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, come further Bible.
Fuck it, you did the Matrix, then you went.
Doing it. Why is it doing it?
Right, children, story time.
Out of my mind, I don't know why it's doing it. I've got no out of enough all else running. It's not running. Who's nicking on my internet?
It's Putin.
I thought he was doing some sort of max headroom kind of thing.
Weird. We're going to find out for you, my Koi Journal. Let's see. Daz is going to see if he can find it in the old Bible. England AV, yes, it is. Graham Taylor, yeah, I think I'm going to go and get some insulation for the pond tomorrow. Better to be safe. I know you get one of those. I think Mr. Tropical Koi uses a boiler jacket on his, mate. I think they fit just perfect.
Yeah.
On an easy
Does, yeah.
Here we are.
So,
Decreasing temperatures cause koi to become less active and their appetite and efficiency of their immune system declines. However, many koi keepers now choose to heat the pond through the colder months of the year. A minimum temperature of 16 degrees centigrade, 61 Fahrenheit. So anything less than 16 is uncomfortable for them.
Nah.
that's West Yorkshire all year.
Nah, that's the pond. Our pond's all year round, mostly. Apart from you get
I mean, up here where I live, that's summer.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's recommended to keep young koi in heated ponds through the winter.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying to you. My fish now, they look a little bit, well, they're bigger, obviously, than what they were. Look to be a lot more active than what they did come years prior. And the young ones that I've got from you are all like huddled up together and like doing no.
Oh, no. That's different because all the ones I've got, what's left in the pond, the small ones, they're darting around. Where the bigger ones are.
Weird,
Yeah,
isn't it?
our smaller fish are huddled in a ball, and the bigger fish are swimming around quite happily in a big circle.
Yeah.
But all the smaller fish, sort of 3-inch size, they're all huddled in a tight ball in the corners, not happy.
DT says he thinks it's 4 degrees. England AV says with a thumbs up. DT says my koi journey 4 degrees, I believe. Matt's koi garden and bonsai says evening all. Good evening, Matt.
Evening, Mark.
At Matt's koi evening. Stallion says if the weather gets any colder, polar bears will follow the food, then Bigfoot will follow you. We'll have predator control. What are you smoking?
Is one
DT
good thing.
koi. What?
One good thing about these cooler temperatures. No parasites.
Well, yeah.
No, for sure. If anything manages to survive through this winter's cold temperatures, if they keep dropping as they are and they stay around this temperature, ain't not going to be surviving that, is there? You wouldn't have followed anyway.
You'd be surprised. If that was the case, they'd been wiped out the first bad winter, wouldn't they? All the parasites.
You don't have bad winters.
Oh no! I mean,
No, but they migrate down from the north. We get all your parasites.
I bring them in my pockets when I'm trying to get rid of stuff. I just to sprinkle them everywhere.
Yeah.
That way I get rid of my soil. Everybody's getting soil for Christmas this year.
False soil.
My koi journey, no problem. Need a new mug. Need a new mug though. There you go. There's a plug for a mug. What do you need a mug for? You're not a koi tuber anymore. Simon J says, hi all. How you doing, Simon? Mark says, hi, DT Koi. Well, my koi journey says, I will swap one with your buddy as long as you look after your second one. You don't need one no more, mate. You don't need to. He ain't going to do it. He ain't doing a channel anymore, so he's not got nowhere to showcase them. In fact, what you should do, DT, is send all your other cups that you've got and dish them back out to the people that still do collect them.
Fucker.
Or you should just have a cup collection. DT Koi, the cup collector. Garden and bonsai, not too bad. With a log burner on free heat and free wood, win-win. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Definitely. On a serious note, we are in uncharted waters. Ooh, what? You definitely must be smoking something tonight. Uncharted. What are you talking about? Uncharted with this. We haven't seen weather like this in your lifetime, 36 years. This is norm. This is not. We haven't hit record temperatures.
It's not for us, is it?
We haven't gone through any record cold. I mean, these kind of temperatures that we're experiencing is probably what they've been experiencing in Lake District every year for God knows how many years. And you're all going like, it's cold because it's fucking winter and it gets cold. That's what it does.
Yeah. We haven't had it like this for about 8 years.
Yeah, the sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Oh my God! It's gonna die. Cold. What are we gonna do? It's normal, guys. Don't panic. If you're worried, switch the shit off.
You didn't say,
Don't
panic, Mr. Mannering.
Panic! No, constant panic is normal. This is if you live anywhere like I live.
Yeah,
you know,
in God's country.
Yeah.
As what's it called? I mean, what area do you live in, Stallion? You're not a southern pansy, are you?
I don't think he is.
No.
No.
Italy. That's why he's flapping and panicking and he's thinking it's cold. He's never seen it all like this in his life because he's from Italy. He's Italian, so he's not used to cold. Is that right, bud?
Yeah.
No, it's a minus 16 in places. Where has it got to minus 16?
in Scotland, -17 the other day. That's it.
Yeah, but they're all double hard bastards who be running around in kilts. Yeah, that's not this way.
That's it. I mean, what's it called? Look
They
at
don't know about it, though, are they? It's not cold. It's not.
look at Mikey today, mate, running around in his shorts in the back garden, mate. It was like -5 there, and he's like, "What's wrong with you lot?"
I've only put a coat on once so far. I mean, Dad says, yeah, you work inside all the time. But I don't, really don't. Like 90% of my work's outside, but a good percent.
90%. 5%.
It's not.
We see
You
the
people
videos.
do repairs. We're all on the outside. Brick repairs, stone repairs, artworks, art stone. That's all
I
outside.
know. I know what you do. I know what you do, mate. You do work outside more than you do work in.
No, it's probably about 60% inside and 40% outside. So,
Oh, recently you've worked out more.
yeah, I have. I mean, we're getting cold today, but I still didn't put a coat on. I manned up, battled through it.
Manned up.
My hands were cold though. My hands were freezing. But yeah, I don't think. See, back in 2013, I've got photographs of my area with 13-foot snowdrifts and 6-foot deep snow on our main road where I live, and it were here till second week into March.
And in Beast of the East, that was cars was getting buried there, weren't
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I've got photographs of vehicles buried on the road. I just know what it says, dickhead. Show it on live. Got the pictures. I probably could. I'll see if I can find them. Well,
Yeah, but if he says something, he's got to come on, mate, and show his pup.
yeah. No, not until you come on. How's that?
Yeah.
I just got a laughing face. Yorkshire guy said it would seem bigger the pond, less ice. What? It would seem the bigger the pond, the less ice.
Yeah, but no, I've got no ice whatsoever.
No, I could straight up blow that theory out of the water. I've got a pond out there, that mini pond. My big pond's frozen, the mini pond's fine. Not a single bit of ice on it. And it's 2 degrees or 3 degrees warmer when I measured, when I took it 3 degrees.
Next to your bloody house wall. I bet you've got a nice story to just see the side of the tank on the inside.
My radiator's literally there.
Radiator, yeah.
It's there. That's when you see me doing this. I've got my feet on radiator. That's what I'm doing.
What's it called?
That could have something to do with it.
The sofa, it's behind him. The sofa.
If you go out there now, Gaz, all that fish in that tank, you'll be doing this.
Yeah. Woo, Miami. Right up in here, mate.
Yeah, what? You've got a 500-watt bloody fish tank heater in there, something.
I haven't got anything in it. Nothing. Nothing at all. Just fishing double hard bastards. And Daz, I'm having to train your fish. So when mine come down, when I bring them back next year, when we've grown them on a bit, I bring them back, is then your fancy. I'll be like that. They'll be cruising around. So, what will you let yourself get? Not cold. This is not this.
They'll be stealing the dinner money off the other fish.
What's it called? They'll be swimming around shouting the Yorkshire war cry, won't they? How much? How much?
Average temps, 12 p.m. above 9 degrees C. The fish are good there indoors, but the penguins are running around in fur coats. Yorkshire Kai says my sister's neighbour's pond out of the ground pond froze solid. He lost thousands of froze solid. How deep was it? How deep was pond, Paul, to freeze solid?
18 inches.
You know that my dad's pond is 22 inch at the deep end in the front garden. He's only got goldfish in there. No, that's a lie, actually. He's got 2 or 3 little. You remember when I got the Snow White Saga? He got 2 as well at the same time. But he's turned out to be Shuramujis. His was.
Does he want any more?
Actually, 22 inch deep at the deepest end, and it's only 16 inch at the shallow end. That pond gets a good maybe an inch freeze over the top, but everything's fine every year. And he switches everything off and just leaves them. leaves them to it, and they're right. Shallow pond.
I think people pamper the koi too much. Man.
I think they're doing all, mate. I think koi are a lot more tougher than what everybody thinks. Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
I think
it baffles me when you take it from a shop. Well, in summer when the weather's when it's warm, and then you float it for a bit, then you have to put it in and mix the water and stuff like that. The Japanese don't do that shit. They go out the mud pond, straight into fresh water.
How many times have we had this conversation? They come on, they do, don't they? They straight up, they net them all up, they whack them in a baby paddling pool, scoop them out into a bag, and they pick them up from that bag and they walk straight over to another one on the back of a truck and they tip it straight in, and then they get over there to koi house, they get hold of it again, and they pick it up. They put it into another bowl and take out that bowl and they launch it straight into a big main.
That's three different water parameters. What that fish is coming to? Oh, 4. Yeah. You can catch 4 from the mud pond to the dolav on the truck, from the dolav to the inspection bowl so the people can see them, and then from the inspection bowl into the ponds where they're going. So all them water parameters will be different at temperature.
They did the same in Poland. They netted them all up. I mean, we filmed it. We netted them all up. The koi sucked them all up. They took them from there straight into vat. From there straight into a vat. From a vat straight into a.
Yeah. So
no estimation on any of them.
No summertime at all. No.
I mean, fair enough. If the temperature swing would be like between 4 and 5 degrees swing, yeah, maybe temperature acclimate. But all this putting the water in the bag and all this shit, get them out and put them in. I'm not saying everybody should do that, but I'm saying, but they do it. The Japanese do it.
Lots of people have done, haven't they? You know, bags open, straight in, and gone for gamble. But I suppose it's a gamble, and it is a risk. I suppose it's better to again for the fish's welfare to go through the procedures. But
is it
they're coming from 22 degrees in one pond and going to another pond in 22 degrees? Do you have to acclimate them?
Quarantine, yes.
And don't forget the.
You might acclimate them to your parameters, maybe, but not for the temperature wise, do you?
No, the temperature will be okay. You would temperature acclimate over anything else, really. I think.
Yeah.
Because the temperature
your KH and your pH levels being different and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you pumping some water into the bag. That's not going to make the pH of your pond, because it's going to be diluted with the water what's in the bag. So it's not going to have that pH of your pond, or vice versa. You put it in a bowl. Yeah.
Fully until it gets in your pond. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
It gives it a.
Yeah, point.
Gives it a taste of it. Yeah, well, taste that. What do you think? Yeah.
That's that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
So you're more of a fuck it, learn to swim. So you did with kids in swim baths, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't go swim, as you can see. No, what's it called? You can see people do it though. The Japanese do it. I mean, it would be nice.
Do. Oh, you said do.
It would be nice for Ricky to, because does he do that practice, or does he? What does he do? It'd be nice to find out what procedure Ricky does. Does he float the bags, then put them in?
He'll probably do what they do. Look, I've seen people get unboxing things when they've had them coming in from Japan shippings, and they literally bang them in a bag. They rip bag open, and they just pick them up and launch them straight into the QT.
Exactly. Because as soon as you open that bag, the ammonia level gets instant toxicity, isn't it?
Yeah.
How deep was the pond, Paul? DT says, I wish I could bring my koi indoors, but hey ho. Would you snuggle up with him on sofa? Snuggle up. Nice movie. Netflix and chill. Sally says, I wonder what they'll do with the wildlife in general, not just fish. And a huge spike drop in temperatures seen. It's not a huge spike drop, is it? It's not like right on Monday this week it was 20 degrees midsummer, and then at end of week we're at -6. it's progressively dropped and fluctuated down to these temperatures. It's not a huge spike drop, is it? And going from the beginning of last week, when we were touching 2 degrees, 4 degrees, 6 degrees, and then going down and going down, sorry, like going from 6 degrees, 4, 2, 1, minus, -1, -3, -4, -7. It's not been overnight. It's not been a spike drop, has it? It's been a gradual, steady decrease or incline, and it always is.
Yeah.
We don't.
What's it called?
In
The thing about your Keaton Mountain Dog, mate, it's because it's been pampered. That's the only reason why it wants to come in when it's cold.
Yeah.
Got
You're a
used to
Keaton
it.
Mountain Dog.
I mean,
Hey,
Akita's
what
not
it's
a mountain.
been-
I don't think Akita was a mountain dog either. Anyway, is it? What is it? What is it, Charlie? I thought they were. There was a fighting dog, wasn't there? Bear
Japanese
fighting dog.
Akita.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the American Akita.
Yeah.
The Japanese Akita. They do have a heavy undercoat, but if you've got it indoors, off topic from fish keeping, obviously, but
Yeah.
if you've got any dog indoors, they drop the winter coat way earlier because we have central heating on.
Yeah. I mean, Colin's got 2 of them.
Ask anybody that keeps huskies
Yeah.
and uses them as sled dogs. When dogs are sleeping out in -30 and -40, and they ain't struggling with it.
That's because they're not being pampered.
Get
They were
that
built
sled out. Tie your dog to the sled.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. I mean, Colin's older dog. Yeah. She were an outdoor dog before Colin got her. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was outdoors in all weathers, mate. But now she's been pampered by Colin and Shell. And what's it called? She's like a princess now.
Teskey's Reef says, hi, everyone. How you doing? Stalin says, I got mine indoors. I'm lucky it wasn't by choice, but worked out spot on. It's a younger fish that will suffer.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yorkshire Koi, I would say more surface movement, less it freezes. I've seen massive lakes frozen over. I want to say that. I've ice skated on massive lakes frozen over.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. But we're not condoning that.
No.
Yeah.
Always get safer. Go to your local ice rink.
Yeah.
Bubble and Fink says, thanks, Copy. The bigger koi have more depth and thickness, plus they've survived winters where the first winter for koi, I worry about people's fish this year. Fry don't do well, do they? And that's why we feed them up. That's why they eat so much. It's so they can build up the fat reserves. So they've got stuff to energy supplies to use up throughout the winter period, isn't it? Build up a fat layer on the body as well.
Yeah. Well, that Tancho show has definitely got some fat to get rid of.
So, I think that can do with slimming down a bit anyway. So bring on the cold. Life around the koi pond, I agree. My pond is 4-inch return air on 24/7 and hasn't frozen, but going to cover over the air. I'm going to put my covers on this week. It's already cold. What are you going to be covering it with for? It's already gone cold, hasn't it? You're going to keep it at the same temperature as what it is. I think covering your pods, unless you're heated, is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Glad my pond is heated in this cold weather. Glad you can afford it.
I have to wear this because you refuse to heat the house. You're making me cold. That's why I got the sniffles.
Look, your dad's here now. He's live. He can't get up and switch it off because everybody wonder where he's gone. Just run and switch it on while he's not looking. Quick.
I did that last time and you shouted at me.
You mean shame. Shame.
It's warm in my sheds.
It is
Yeah, but
actually.
it's
20
warm in the
degrees
shed.
in there.
Well, get yourself in shed then.
Sorry.
Always move into the shed, couldn't you, Daz?
Yeah.
I used it. LOL. No, used tinfoil, mate.
Can I ask how the pill scales are?
Yeah, actually, I was amazed. All the red patches where they got wedged in the plants completely gone, more or less overnight.
Yeah.
We've got a red mark on its shoulder, one of the big pill scales.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like it might start turning to something. Gone. I was like,
Did you stop feeding?
kept swimming backwards and forwards both ways. I thought, nah, it must be the other fish. What's the other fish? That was backwards and forwards. No, I thought, where the hell are them marks gone? They just completely vanished. So yeah, I'm well happy.
Did you stop feeding though?
I stopped feeding. Yeah,
It was bloat then.
I think it was.
Yeah.
So, it's Phoebe's fault. They got some floating hikari pellets.
No.
There you go.
And she'll be given the floaters. So the sinking pellets.
Sinking pellets only.
I've got some sinking ones, some Macari sinking ones for you, mate. I'll bring them down for you.
Yeah, sinking pellets only.
I don't need them anymore, mate. Look, you're going to be. I've lost my fancy ones. The
big one.
I'll bring the big black one, and I'll bring. Sure.
Yeah, like short bodies, mate. Don't feel any floating.
Yeah, bad news. Yeah. I forgot I'd even got the Ikari. I think she's used all the other stuff, and that's all that's left. So
Very good food.
Yeah.
And that's like just under half full, mate. So you can have that, but I'll bring that down for you next time we come down.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've got to bring you some bloodworm flake and some krill powder.
Yes. Stallion fish keeping garden, I've turned Backy off and UV off. Leave the flame to keep the water movement and some bacteria alive. A heater is a good idea, even if it only stops upon freezing.
Yep.
A lot of people can't afford it though, mate. And that's the cutting shots of it. And because they just can't. People can't afford to heat their houses, never mind eating ponds. A lot of people have cut back this year, haven't they? They have, really. It's become extremely expensive.
Yeah, I don't have no takeaways now.
Bullshit straight into the week.
There you go. Just put that. Do you want to repeat that one?
I don't have no takeaways no more.
Yeah, there you go. Ready your first guys. Biggest bullshit statement of the week. Came out of Nick's mouth this week. Back to the comments. I think worrying about bills if you don't need it, why they should kind of thing. If you get me DT, yeah, I didn't get you, but I'm sure DT did. But it's really expensive to run. But I understand what you mean. Skeggy says, "Boom."
Oh, Skeggy.
Stallion fish keeping, short garden. I get what you mean. Better than lose expensive koi. Agreed, mate. But when you're paying for price of koi again with your electricity bill,
Well, I know it doesn't matter what the koi costs, but my most expensive koi in my pond right now is probably worth what, 400 quid, 500 quid. I class that as a mop.
You snob.
Yeah, but it's not. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a quality koi. I mean, again, the topic is, what do you class as a quality koi? It's what the other person likes. But on the grand scheme of things,
obviously likes extremely high-end koi.
Yeah.
to be fair, Daz, all the ones that I really like, I can't afford.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would say all the showers that are really nice I can't afford for sure.
Yeah.
For some reason, showers seem to be ridiculously expensive for a really nice shower.
Yeah. One day, I will buy a Dainichi shower.
Yeah.
One day. That's my goal in the next 5 years, to get a nice Dainichi shower. Maybe a Tosai, but a nice one.
Yeah. I think that's the only way you can really afford to get a really high-end fish, get it as Tosai and grow it on and take a chance.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, spend 500, 600, 700 quid on it, and then take a gamble.
Yeah. I don't understand why my camera is jumping like it is and going all juddery, because I've got 500 odd gig coming in on internet, so it's not the internet at all.
It's with a server on this.
You're having a gig surge.
Yeah, gig surge. Where was we? Skeggy came in with a boom. Better than losing expensive koi was the last one. And no, I ain't coming back, mate. Too much niff naff. CBB, which I think is CBA, which can't be asked with it anymore. I'm better mentally as well now. Sweet. Well, whatever keeps you, whatever works for you, mate.
It's a shame, though, mate. It's a shame, mate, because like I say, you're doing good things, mate. You're doing good things, and for people to make you feel like that, it's not on.
No,
not on.
No.
All I can say is,
restart your router. If I restart my router, you'll all be gone.
Yeah. Do that to him, Dave, mate.
Yeah.
As long as you was enjoying, mate.
Comments and little snidey remarks and crap that they put by, mate, stop you from doing what you're doing if you enjoy doing it. If you don't, then don't do it, mate. Because if you don't enjoy it, there's no point at all.
Yeah.
What have we got there? Anyone want some molly fish? Not personally. Black mollies. Let us know. Black mollies. That gentleman there might be interested. The only time I would heat my pond is if it was an 8x8x2, less water, better and cheaper. Yeah, yours would cost a fortune, mate, to eat that thing, wouldn't it? It's red again. The pups, she is doing great, thanks. Sweet.
Great.
Is it true that Jack has lost most of the koi on his farm? No idea, mate. Don't watch his channel. Koi Central, I think the next couple of nights will be make or break for a lot of us. The first couple of nights, this big freeze was just the start of it. Fingers crossed we'll all come out the other. I guess that's going to say side in one piece. Yeah, I hope so, mate. I hope so.
We will. You know why? Because we live in houses.
Yeah, but it's quick though, don't they? They live in ponds.
Ponds, but for millennia they've survived without man's
intervention.
This is a bit that drives me insane. I said to Brandon, I says, might be switching my pond off if it gets any colder. No, they'll be all right, Dad, won't they? Yeah, mate, they will. I said, but a lot of people think otherwise. He says, well, who's running all the ponds and filter systems and all the natural ponds out there, Dad? I said, well, they're not, mate. He said, exactly. Them fish are all right, aren't they? They are, mate,
yeah. So what's it called? What about when cavemen was running around butt naked, mate, in the winters?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man's got soft.
Yeah,
I've covered.
Oh, sorry. The human race has got soft. I was a bit sexist saying the man's got soft. Yeah, the human race has got soft.
At the end of the day, we're all going, oh, it's freezing cold and we can't afford to put us eating on it. And just put a jumper on.
Yeah, I've got it covered anyway. I'm going to kick my son out his box room, line it with polythene, fill it with water and move all my fish in the box room. Sod him.
Yeah.
Hamsters take priority.
Hamsters will have to take the chances, love.
Excuse me. You've already moved your lottles into my shed. It's playing out.
It seems it's a slight nudge. It's a slight bit of a hint. Those sheds may very well have
my
been
hamsters are living in cardboard boxes.
They're not homeless.
What the hell are that? Cardboard houses.
Yeah.
Should be charging me rent next for the bloody axolotls in the shed.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the electric.
I think you'll find I pay that electric bill.
Oh!
Here we go. Go on, Daz.
Fight.
Oh, I thought you were coming back with another one. I thought you were just about to say something else.
You will be back.
Stallion says, hit the thumbs up, guys. Like, share the stream. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Paul Higginson. Stallion, whilst this week has been brutal in the terms of extreme low temperatures, we have seen similar low over sustained periods in 2010.
Yeah.
This is a big learning curve for a minute. Yeah, I agree, Paul. It's not new. It's happened before. So a lot of people don't remember it because, well,
short memories.
Yeah, short memories.
Especially when you get that age.
This is nothing. When I was Mick's daughter's age, We used to have 4 or 5, maybe 6, 5 or 6 no. We had proper, it is right though, man. We did. We had proper snow. It left the
When I
movie.
was a lad.
We used to go out sledging for 3 months solid. Christmas holidays were fantastic, were brilliant.
Yeah, how far away was your school?
What's it called?
Mine was about 3.5 miles.
You sledged for 3 months solid.
Yeah, it's
No,
like,
I mean,
when I was
there for like 3 months solid.
It's like when I
You were
was a
there
lad,
yet?
I used to go out with £2, go to the pub, get smashed, go to Chipper, get pie chips and gravy, and still have
Okay,
money for a Mars bar.
That's not my age. No, that's not my era. That's Daz's era.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh.
You can still go out with 10 bob and come on, we change you something.
Yeah.
Remember 10 bob?
Yeah.
Me, I'm too young,
So,
mate.
yeah.
I'm too young.
That's when you used to have pet shoes.
I might look older than these lot, but I'm a lot younger than these
I
lot.
remember the half pennies was, and the
Yeah.
pound note. You remember a pound note, Mick?
Yeah, green pound notes. I mean, heck, Mick, don't you remember
I'm too young.
demonisation?
You got to remember a pound note, surely to God.
I'm a lot younger than you, aren't I, sir?
Not that much.
No, you're not. You're not a lot. No,
I am.
you keep telling yourself that. It's just a matter of it's a few years. It's not a lot.
It is. Go on,
Hey,
Steve,
do you
give him
remember
some.
the pound note? I bet your mum does.
Dirty water on my neck.
There you go.
Okay.
I said, Phoebes, does your mum remember the pound note? Glasgow. Are you really thirsty, Phoebes? That's your third bottle of water, that.
It's a little water pistol. Look at it.
No, don't you dare.
Phoebes, go
told
on.
you.
Go on, Phoebes, do it. I dare you.
England, AV, no. No, it's not. Haha. There you go. Hi, Jack. How you feeling? No, remember 2010. Think had a bang on the head since then, or real heavy night on the beer. But I think I kind of remember.
That was a
Great
bit
video
duck then, wasn't it?
uploaded on the Coy Farm. Mrs. Pinky says, if my awesome hubby had not knocked his pan out, rebuilding his pond, we'd have put. Oh, hang about. Let's start again. If my awesome hubby had not knocked his pan out, rebuilding our pond, he would have lost all the fish yesterday as a temp paddling pool went down to minus 4.4.
Oh. Fuck.
That's cold.
Yeah. That is cold.
That's the only worry when you got a temporary pond in it, because there is nothing between them and elements, is there, at all?
Nah, the wind chills circling around it, going through that plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't. There's no real way you can insulate it either, is there? To be fair, I mean, you
No.
can't do no with it.
Unless you what's it called, Ilsey, and bring it in your front room.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We've got Jack, keep warm on that Coy Farm, bro. West Brom says, what book is that, Daz? And we've also, can I ask what that book is, please, from Bubble and Fins?
It is. It's just called Koi. It's from. Where is it? Interpet. The ISBN number. That's the one you need to look for. Is 978-1-84286-253-7. So tap that into ISBN search, and it should bring it up. But I have a feeling it's out of print, because I tried to find one the other day for a certain person, and I could not find it. All I could find online was one second-hand copy. So I may have to get a second-hand copy. It's very good, though. Goes through all
there's
the, gives you all
plenty
the
of info in
information, everything about Koi to start with. Then it goes through most of the varieties at the back, which is really interesting. Tells you where they've come from and everything, how they were created.
You've referred to that book a hell of a lot this year.
Yeah.
On the show and off the shows, privately as well, haven't we? We've all asked a question about it. That's the one Jeff got one as well, didn't he? Same book.
No,
it's not
that is
the same
it's not
book,
a different one.
I think
That's the one.
it's by Pete Waddington, the one Jeff's got.
That's the one, yeah. His was the Pete Waddington one. Up North Koi Pond says That's bullshit of the week, Gaz. Which what were it, Si? But Vince agrees, bullshit. Put that on, Gaz. That's got to be the Mick not having takeaways anymore. I reckon you got to be. That can't be true. Vince with a wave. Dave Finer saying, my pond is at 1C. I have a separate pump for the homemade backy shower. Should I turn it off? Wondering if it will kill the bacteria if it's turned off. If it's a backy shower and there's not running through it, mate, it will die off. You need it flowing through. But the risk that you've got, mate, is it freezing.
Yeah.
Because it's a shower and it cascades down and through. It's not unless you've got it running through at some fair old pace and a good speed. I'd be worried. But if it's not freezing up, mate, you could always cover it with something.
Right, guys, can we give a special shout out to a channel that's not in this country, but the
DT that can't be true. Well, are you talking about the minus 48? It's definitely true.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that water can't freeze before that temperature, but that's the lowest temperature it can get to before it will freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we give a special shout out to that gentleman we've been watching? He's up and coming channel, but he knows all the koi farmers in Japan.
Oh,
we
yeah.
enjoy watching him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
I've just tried looking for his channel name, but I can't find it, mate. Very, like I say, the energy this guy puts into his videos, mate, and
Yeah.
very
Well,
nice.
to watch all his videos are.
Yeah,
Good, aren't they? They are good.
Yeah.
they are.
Trying to find his channel.
Yeah, I'll be trying to look as well. I mean, I'm subscribed on the tablet, but not on the phone.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is now.
There we go. Coys and Ponds. Coys and Ponds, Los Angeles, Las Pinas. Let's we'll give him a shout out because if you haven't watched this channel, guys, you want to do, because this guy does go around and he interviews all the top Japanese breeders.
Yeah,
and he does it on a one-to-one level where he's having a laugh and a joke with him, where you can tell that these guys have had a few beers together, they've had a good few giggles, they've had some karaoke's and had let their hair down, and he really does come across like he's good friends with them as well.
I mean, he was there with Dainichi Toyota one time there, the young lad, that taking the piss and just generally, how we like us do, like we take
general banter, wasn't he, having a good laugh with him.
Real good content. He's got
subscribers at present. His channel name is Coys and Ponds. There's a link for him. Swing by, guys, have a look. And it's just a channel that we've enjoyed watching. So
yeah.
But yeah, he's got
it's just his energy though. It's just energy's just he loves the hobby. You can see he does. Yes, he is more on the high end stuff, but
he's got also it's only the 58th Koi Show Grand Champion, November the 13th of 2022. That's just a couple of his Tani Farm Japan 60th anniversary koi sale, the 66 CM Tancho Grand Offspring of S Legend and Koi and Ponds. That's where we found out the stuff about S Legend and John Legend. The Tancho was the offspring from S Legend. Good channel. Well worth a check out. Swing by and have a look at it. Give him a sub. Surely and appreciate it. Where were we on the comments? That can't be true. It is. And if it was about making his takeaways, definitely isn't. Would you say handling koi in such cold conditions can be fatal, as the warm temperature of your hands will be like branding irons?
No.
I think
put your hand in that water,
you wouldn't take them out of the water in this temperature now.
No, wouldn't burn them.
I wouldn't. This time of year, I won't be bothering them or touching them up. I mean, I might poke a camera around them to have a look at them, which is, one other way of finding and having a look at your fish to see if they are, any damage or anything wrong with them. Yeah.
But we all have got big ball. It's like you've got guys dropping £1,000 phone in underwater just to
Well,
just for
what's worse that it can happen?
break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. My phone's busted and it dropped in water. It's supposed to be resistant to this. Why is it broke?
Yeah.
I'm
Ah,
Oh!
I don't know, there's the lights.
obviously invisible.
Ewok, Cupcake, John Wales. Good evening, lads. Roll on
Evening,
April for
John.
the Adam Fire trip. Definitely, mate. Definitely.
Yes.
What temp can a brand new iPhone go in? Well, about 2 degrees works. That were all right. That was what Marie said as well. Do you think you should be putting it in water, but it's so cold? Right. Phone doesn't know it's cold, does it?
Yeah. I'm worried about the water in the temp.
How you doing, John?
It can be dropped into 19 foot of water for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or battery acid for 5 minutes.
Or give for Daz
try that
5
when we are.
or give Daz 5 minutes and it'll come back demolished like these
Well,
are wanted.
It'll seek out the nearest sledgehammer.
Yeah.
But yes, John, totally agree, mate. Looking forward to that myself. Koi Central says, I have a feeling we're going to have a cold one this winter, which is why I put my toy into a temp pool while I'm doing the new build. I think, I hate to think what the temp pool would be like in this. Yeah. Well, there you go. Somebody said there's going to -4. That's damn cold. I love a good mug.
Yeah, I do.
Send me your address. I'll send you a good mug. How's that? And now you've got your own channel. You can send one back. There's a little question of I love a good mug. So do I. You send me one, I'll send you one. Here we get out there and get some mugs. Get some mugs made. Can't wait till April to pick up my koi from Jack's and my local dealer. Well worth it. DT, there you go. DT says, Warrow, mate. Warrow, Mike from Copet. Simon Shear says, I'm still at 7. God damn you. You're all warm waters. That's all the fuss is about. But I do live northeast.
It lives in the tropical south, yeah.
Irish Jody Coy says it's the immune system. The colder temperatures under 16, the less effective the koi's immune system is, I was told.
That's what the Bible says. And you laughed at
It is.
Bible said, yeah. Did you write the Bible?
16 though. But 16, it's a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Well, we did read, didn't we? Between 16
is springtime.
and 10 is the danger zone for bad bacteria.
Between 10 and 18.
10 and 18, was it? Is that what it was?
No, it wasn't. And may I say, we got that from Ricky Stoddard on one of his videos.
Yeah.
See, well, that's us.
20 to 26 degrees is the temperature for spawning.
And that's the safe zone. Because people say, oh, I'm going to keep mine at 15 and 12. Like Ricky said, that's the danger zone. So why would you keep it in the danger zone? You wouldn't. You keep
you want it either above it or below it?
Yes. Yes.
So 10 degrees and below is not dangerous, then?
Oh, on a...
the Bible lies.
On a load.
He's trying to trip us up.
He is.
on a bacteria load or a...
Oh, no, you're not doing that. We'll pick up the goals and we'll move them to here.
No. I'm saying. It must be safer below 10 because the bacteria load and the parasite load would be less than it would be at 15, 18.
So I suppose
you know what I mean?
If your immune system's weakened, then the parasites and the bacteria.
No. I'm just discussing.
I'm just taking piss. DT Kai says at Corpy chatting bubbles. Question. Simon Shears says laughing face. Yosh Kai says Mick get digging, but you might need that jackhammer. It will. It's frozen. Ground rock hard. -8 here. Where are you? Italy.
Where are you, Stallion? Whereabouts are you?
Italy. The Italian stallion, fish keeping and gardening, mate. Where is it? It'll be Halifax. Be round corner from me. You freezing his ass off as well. Yeah, whereabouts?
I think he's round our way. I think he's round our way, aren't
I say, you got one of those dodgy thermometers.
he? Yeah.
You get a knock off
From the
Nigel.
lucky man from the knock-off Nigel.
-8. Also, it's the duration of cold temperatures. Once the koi stop eating and slow down, they rely on their reserves build up there through the summer months. There you go. See, when people write sensibly, I can read it.
It's good trying to guess the next bit, though, isn't it?
Well, I just it was there. There's limited characters that you can type in there, I think. So you can only put so much in. DT, hello, mate. It's Black Country slang is Waroo, lol. Yorkshire is God's own country. End of, lol. Guys will agree, 100%. First, God created Yorkshire, and then he created everything else.
Yeah. So everything else was the afterbirth.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But Stallion agrees. Look, he's laughing with you. Copy chatting bubbles, some letters to say hello. There you go. We had a bad winter about 6 or 7 years ago. The beast from the east. Lasted a couple of weeks. Temp dropped lower than we have at the moment. Yeah, they did, mate. A hell of a lot lower. I wish I got the
figures.
photos close to hand. Let's see if I can. Hang about.
Oh, it must be snack time. I'm getting the munchies.
Must be.
This cold weather making me
time.
And guys,
talking of fat reserves and
if you are subbing to Koi and Ponds, can you just tell them where you've come from? Guys, Koi Pond sent you. That would help guys out much appreciated if you could.
Right. Let's show you some of these. This is 2013 around my way. What the hell is going on here with this goddamn PC? I'm going to smash it to pieces, man, and buy myself a new one for Christmas if we don't pack it in. Daz, what are you making? What are you prepping?
I'm trying to find something to eat.
Have a look for a trifle.
Them bloody hamsters have had it all.
The hamsters have been eating your trifle.
Yeah.
The buggers. I'm just trying to see if I can find these photos, guys, and then if I can find them, I will. What the hell is going on? My PC's going the right way. Good kicking.
That's devil's food, Gaz. Daz.
Desperation, I'm afraid, mate.
That's devil's food, man. Oh. Oh my word. Devil's food.
It's either that or starve.
I would rather starve than eat
I
that.
feel myself going faint.
And that's me saying I won't eat that shit, even if I was starving. Oh. Yeah.
The maestro knows what this.
Bloody cheese strings are very vile. Tried one and saying that it's like eating bloody a flip flop.
Right. Let's see if I can make this.
Taste before.
Let's see if I can share screen. Second monitor. Allow. Right, guys. There you go. That's 2013. That's snow.
This is when you emerge from the ice age, is it?
And you had a Ford Ka then.
I did, mate. Yeah.
I
It
can tell
was
by the
wicked.
passport. See, I'm always. I can tell.
We just might go to work vehicle like, but I used to rag ass off it through all this.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Is it a 1.3 Z-Tech?
It was a 1.3, yeah. And you can see that's what our roads were like. And they had to get a special machine in to come and clear all these roads.
Is that where the traffic lights are? Just up here? Oh yeah.
Now, that's just round corner from my house. This
Yeah,
is
that's traffic lights are up there, aren't there? The traffic lights up.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's top of that road where you can see that farm on the left-hand side. That's gone now. That's where that company is. That's got all that stone outside.
All that big stones in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is up to top of walls. But as it goes, that's my kid's leg completely.
Lewis there. Yeah.
I mean, I know this, but of how deep it was. These, there were several cars, one of four, buried on this road. And they were buried on the road, and that was the last one that they were pulled out before they cleared the rest of the road. So that's how bad it gets up around here. There you go. They dug the car out because people had been walking over the bonnets and over the roof.
we would never see that much snow around here ever.
No.
So there you go.
Oh.
That's how bad snow gets up around our way. A lot less than what we've ever had for a long time, admittedly. But each winter we do get a good covering. That's why when I see this out there and everyone's going, "Ooh," it's not a big deal, is it really? Because we had to dig his way out of his front door that year to get out. It was snow drifted up against his kitchen window, halfway across his kitchen window and 3/4 away up his door. We had to dig. We opened the door and it just went poof and fell in. So we had to dig his way out. But yeah, definitely, we definitely don't get snow like that every year. But we don't need to be starting to panic when we see -1, -2, -3, because there was some -14, -16s and temperatures in that year.
That would certainly screw me over. I haven't been doing much work in that.
That's what I mean, Daz. I couldn't get van out, couldn't get out to go to work, couldn't get out to go to nothing. Our estate, the actual local farmers were coming around with ploughs on front of the tractors to clear roads because the council ploughs couldn't keep up with it. And it was like that. We had that for top of our hill where we live. We had that snow up and around our area for about 5 weeks longer than what everybody else did lower down in town because it all melted away. But up where we live, it stayed. And it were areas where Marie's grandparents lived, which is Pole Moor, which is another higher point in Huddersfield. I had to walk from Soundine Nook to their house with shopping in a sledge with 2 dogs, and we walked all the way through. It's like 12-mile walk there and back to take them food up because we just make it down there. And that's
again though, but it's just poor government thing, isn't it? They haven't put any infrastructure in for snow. They know the weather's going to get worse, but then you think like Norway and places like that who have snow basically all year round, or a lot of the year, they survive perfectly fine.
Yeah,
because they've put in the infrastructure.
They have laws.
That's it. They're used to it. It's a regular thing for them.
Yeah,
we get caught out, don't we, with 2 inches of snow because people just panic and can't drive in it.
Yeah,
but
I think it's best time to drive in it, especially in a BMW.
No, we have Ken drifting on them.
Yes.
Yorkshire Coy says vodka. That's long time to freeze. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
and it's nice though. If you get a bottle of vodka, stick it in the freezer and leave it in for about 2.5, 3 hours, and you take it out and it just goes like slushy type. Bang it in, bit of ice.
Oh, one tip for you this winter: don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah. Snow cones. Mark says, glad I'm not watching from the bivvy this week. No, I bet you are.
How did you get on, mate? How did you get on?
-1 in the filter house and 3.6 degrees. pond is 3.6 degrees. Yeah. How did you get on? Did you get any? Did you bag up? Did you catch any, mate? Did you do well?
Or was it just like ice watching, ice fishing?
Blank.
Irish Jody Coy says, I think the weather we get, Gaz, is quite similar. Mate, this year isn't much different for me than the years. Actually, it was mild right up to December, but which is usual for our area. Yeah, same, mate.
Yeah, but like I say, this is cold for our area.
Yeah, you guys are not used to getting it as cold as this. Daz is tired.
It's the cold.
It's a cold, yeah. Quick, go grab a jumper. Fry tank was at 0.3 degrees the other day, and I finally defrosted the pipe filters on the shower.
Skeggs, are your fry tanks indoors, mate? let me know, because if you're wanting, I've got a 180 watt, and they're not bad on electric. Like radiate, like a bar heater. I've got a couple of them out when I have a fish room. They're in the shed. So if you want them, mate, if you've got an indoor tank, you can have.
Godchild.
Nick says, no, only 2 water types. Says fill the vats up from the fish house. That's the Japanese when they're going from one to another to another to another.
No, because the what's it called? The water parameters will be different.
I'm not the back.
You know what I'm saying? What's it called? Soon as you let water stand for more than say 10 minutes, parameters will change. Then you put a living organism, that's going to change again.
Especially if they're stressing. I mean, lots of them in there. Life Round says, hello, Skeggy, great video from the frozen filter pond, mate. Did you manage to get it sorted? Yep, it did. My Coy Journey says, hi, Gaz, but he's questioning you, Daz. What book was you looking through just a moment ago, mate? Could you just tell him what the name of that book is again, please?
Koi.
The Bible.
It's just called Koi. And do you want the ISBN number again?
Yeah, it's what's it called?
Yeah,
it's called
please,
Interpet. It's an Interpet book.
Interpet one. I don't know if you can see the ISBN. Oh no, it'd be the wrong way around anyway. It's ISBN 978-1-84286-253-7. Really good.
There you go. I hope you all got that second time for it's been put out for you. But if not, just rewind it to this bit. And just to help,
one copy for sale out there, and that's second hand, so you'll be fighting over it, I'm afraid.
And what time that was at 2:29, 2 hours and 29 minutes, and you should find that highest number.
No, 2 hours and 27 minutes and 54 seconds. It was. It's not even been 2 hours 29 minutes yet.
Oh, it says here on my top left corner of my backstage monitor, mate. 2 hours 29 minutes 23 seconds.
Right, it says 2 hours 28 minutes and 14 seconds.
That's live, but it's behind by a few minutes, isn't it? Slightly. Gaz, the only time I got sick of snow was got stuck in the snow was on the M62. Just next to your town, coming back from Brighouse, took us about 10 hours to get home. it's a bit. It comes up hill, highest point. The motorway bit just up from where I live. It's the highest motorway in the UK. I think I've mentioned that one before as well. But anyway, I'm off for my tea. It's a treat Thursday. Yum yum. Take care all. Enjoy. See you later, mate.
All right.
American Akita is Japan mountain dog trained to guard royals. The American Akita is a Japan mountain dog trained to guard royals. I mean, the Japanese Akita was a mountain dog.
The American Akita and the Japanese Akita, even right, Charlie Biffy Brown.
Two different dogs.
They were hunting dogs.
Yeah.
For
They
killing
used to use Japanese Akitas for bear baiting.
Yeah. Because the American Akita and the Japanese Akita are two different dogs.
Yeah.
And I think Colin's got both types. So,
and they have the Japanese Akita, which is slightly different, but yeah, probably the pampered side, mate.
Yeah.
So my Deutsch is scaleless. So
yes, yeah, I believe so.
Gonna love and leave you guys. Been a good as usual. Take it easy and no ice skating on the pond or barred from the water garden. Take it easy, Sally.
See you, mate.
Bubble and Fins, just wanted to say thank you for your support with my video.
Yeah, excellent video.
Anytime. Excellent video.
We enjoyed it. We all watched it together.
Yeah.
Really thorough.
Yeah,
Your first go, I mean,
a lot of information and a lot of explanation of what you've got to do. And it was good. I enjoyed it.
And like I say, like we mentioned it a bit last week. If Gaz is up for it, and anybody who keeps tropical koi, what was his name? Shout him out. The guy who got that big, massive pond tank, the fish tank.
Oh, now you've got me.
Mark someone.
No.
Because you got Victoria. I think Victoria said she'd come on and talk. Then you got Sean Morris. If you're still watching, mate, we're on about doing a tropical talk. Because I keep tropicals, Gaz keeps tropicals, Daz keeps
cold
water fancies and axolotls.
Yeah,
and there's like I say, Mr. Tropical Koi. He keeps tropicals, and like I said, we're just gonna have a tropical day talk. If anybody's interested in that and they want to join us, if that's okay with Gaz.
Yeah, it's fine by me. Yeah, anybody who wants to do it, email address is gazskoipond1@virginmedia.com. Hey, I remembered it. Well, hey, that's 2 weeks ago. Kai Central said, "Jesus, Gaz, are you on dial-up internet this evening? Proper lag, mate." I know it's. I don't know why. I think my PC wants a good arsing. It needs a good kicking. But if I restart my PC, I'm gone, and then you're gone, and then the show's gone. So, just gonna have to suck it up. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. I think I've got something must be running in background.
Oh, it's Christmas jumper time.
Causing problems.
Yeah, you get a bit cold now, there, mate.
Yeah. You feel it at my age.
Yeah. you want to put a couple of pounds on, mate, like me. Keep you warm, insulated.
Let's see. Nothing else running though. That's the weird bit. I don't understand. Yeah, there's nothing else running in the background. So whatever it's dicking about that, it's doing it for some stupid reason. But if I do stop, then the whole lot will stop, which is going to be happening very shortly anyway. But Skeggy says, yes, Jamie got the shower defrosted. Black or a bit of white. Great stuff. I was amazed it was still flowing, mate. Yeah, I was, to be fair. I saw the little link on it. Laughing face from Simon Shears. LOL's Mick. I'm on about our ponds, kois and pipes, you nutter. The other pond is still frozen up, but still running. My lights are back on around the pond. I think the fish have missed them as well. They're swimming all over. Gaz has turned into Uncle Albert during the war. Cope is chatting bubbles. Who's Del Boy? We're going to have Daz's Del Boy. It's causing havoc. It's the ice lark, mate. The vortexes are doing well, though, mate. For fuck's sake, £1 notes. I remember 10 shillings. 10 shilling notes. Half a crown, 6D, tanners, and 3 pennies joys. Oh my God. Graham, you.
Oh, there's. It was born with a no. Yeah.
Yep, Graham. Fret me bit. God damn, Mike, you're old. On the motorway. There's the link for the Kois and Ponds. channel that we said earlier. Well worth a look on, guys.
Definitely worth it. Just remember, guys, to just say where it come from.
Yeah, like no, Gaz's Koi Pun sent you. That'd be sweet. I'd love for him to subscribe to me. That'd be brilliant. Go over there to Japan and meet him for an interview.
Yeah.
Graham Taylor, Mike Bass. That's now. I used to get 19 mins before I went to bed and ate coal for breakfast. Nipping Koi just been out the pond at 6 in a filter house at 14 degrees. Nipple. Life ground just subbed. Carlos subbed already. Thumbs up, Graham. Simon Shears with a laughing face. Koi Karma says just subbed. Yeah, he's got some good content, really has. You guys now, I have recently took my koi out the water and treat them, and believe me, your hands are as cold as the koi.
Yeah.
It will be, mate. I've got to admit, mate, when I put that camera underwater last week, never mind this week, I put my hand on, put camera in, submerged my arm in. Oh, God damn, my arm was cold after I'd finished filming that. That were only 4.5 minutes. Seskia's Reef says, just subbed. Koi Karma says, hi, Seskia. Seskia says, hi, Dave. I'm sorry if I got all that wrong again. Yorkshire is God's own country. After creating that, he gave up and didn't want to fuck up anywhere else. Dickhead. If it's called I'm in bed and it's WR.
No idea.
Mr. Arde, have you been having a bit of a tipple?
Yes, I remember that, Gaz. I went up home Moss walking with my uncle. I went into the drifts, were up to my chest, 6'6". So yeah, I've seen it bad back then as well. Yeah, it was bad, mate. Wasn't it bad? It was great. What? It wasn't bad. It was brilliant. It were absolutely ace because families and everybody's neighbours and everybody all came together and helped each other out and stuff. All streets out, like 15, 20 people digging roads out, helping each other to get in and out. It was great. I thought it was good anyway. Got the community spirit uplifted. Richard Hardy said, warm and I will not learn those BBC, so I will get up. Will be normal for the... What?
It's been tippling, hasn't it? No, it's Richard. We know
He's got frostbite. He can't fight.
It's Richard.
Sorry, had a few
yeah.
drinks. But had a few. Do not panic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He probably had a few, yeah.
You got me with that one. Mark Chilly says, blank lads. Oh, good.
Oh, you see the next night.
He did an extra night.
All I can say, mate, if I had a hat, mate, I'd took it off to you because it was freezing, mate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Up against that time of year.
Get to give Colin the 2-finger wave, Daz. You ready? What was that book again, Daz?
I can't honestly remember. I think it was. I'll have a look later.
Saskia says, I have a hunter dog. Alan P said, good night, guys. Good night,
Good night,
Alan.
mate.
Thanks
Good night, mate. Thank you very much.
Says, so how big is your pond going to be? As
Bigger than yours.
as big as I can be asked. Well, as big as I can fill the skip.
Yeah, and big as Charlie Bifty Brown can work them muscles.
Yeah.
Depends how much this lot can dig in a day. If I keep throwing beer and food at them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you keep the devil's juice. But if you've got a doner kebab every 5 minutes, I'll be all right.
Yeah, you keep filming.
I'm nearly as high as the M62 up near Newcastle, up near Castle Hill. So when it snows by Daz, it snows here. Yeah, but Daz lives.
But by Gaz, you mean?
In Nottingham.
Yeah, but we live in Nottingham today.
Anyway, Jamie. It snows for them. We're like 6-7 foot deep, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Jamie from Keeping It Koi says, evening all with a wave. How are you doing, Jamie? Says, Jamie. Hey, says, Jamie, man, just sub lads. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, mate, for that.
Jody, if Mick comes and digs, I'll come show him how it's done. There you go.
I bet you would. You'd be wanting to see my brickies as well, wouldn't you, mate?
Oh, here we go. We've got a birthday today. Happy birthday and many happy returns, mate.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday today, feeling old? Well, you know what they say. You're only as old as the lady you're feeling. 21 again.
Bloody hell, guys, that's a bit.
Lady, I said. Lady you're feeling. Not child or anything weird like that. Irish Joy says happy birthday. Hi, Jamie from Corporate. Hello, typo, Menkaz. I know what you meant, mate. Your thanks from Seskia. Hope you have a good one. Hey, Corporate from Keeping It Coy. Charlie Bifter Brown says, one thing we've missed is Merry Christmas all.
That's next week, isn't it?
Humbug.
Yeah.
Have I missed a week?
Next week, next Thursday, will be the last live that we are doing this year.
What? I'm going to do a Thursday night special.
Thursday Night Live, next Thursday will be the last one. That will be the eve of Christmas Eve.
What about the Thursday after?
Yeah.
Before New Year.
That will be.
What will everybody do?
If we do one, then it will be you've got to bring a bottle. You can have a bottle of pop. You can have a bottle of pop if you.
Okay.
Bottle of pop.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
to bring a drink. It will be alive with alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Now,
A live piss up.
you can also have coffee or tea for those that don't partake.
No, what's it called? I'll get a bottle of cider, mate, but you won't want to be seeing me after it.
We wish you all a Merry Christmas. This sounds
Yeah,
very much like
Yeah.
it's going to be. It's going to be. I'm not singing.
Come on then.
Coffee says happy birthday. Charlie says like, subscribe, and keep smiling. Seskia, a question from Yorkshire Kai. Gaz, you are rude. Tell me something I don't know. When's the GKP Xmas party? Yes.
2023, was it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Somewhere around that time. Nip and Kai says, bah humbug. Happy birthday from Black Country Kai to Seskia.
Oh, David, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, mate. Have you? Well, I haven't seen it, bud, yet. We haven't seen the actual footage or anything. But
Feeling
you've had a bit of a shit time, mate. I don't know what's happened, but we will catch up and we will have a look, mate. Good to for you, mate. It doesn't sound good wherever it is.
Right.
Life around. Are you still going with a retro bottom drain? Or will you be going fixed bottom drain when you build the new pond, Gaz? Nope. I will still be using a bottom retro drain, mate. My pond keeping is all about doing stuff as cheap and as affordable for moi. And I've proved it, mate. Look at my pond, look at my underwater footage, look at the bottom of my pond and see how clear and how crystal clear is that water. I don't need a bottom drain.
And can I just say,
expensive filter system. The one I've made and produced and made myself is doing the job perfectly fine.
and can I say, there were naysayers about this filter box. Oh, it won't work. It won't work. It won't do this. Won't do that. Won't do that. Mate, that video has got over 6,000 views on that video now.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
You know what I mean? It proofs in the pudding, mate.
Yeah, it's doing well. And it's doing a good job. It's keeping the pond clean. It's a simple system. It's not the best, I know that. It's not the best at all. It works well. It does the job. And it was cheap as chips in comparison to a lot. So, job we got to do. Seskia says, my lady is lovely. I'm not saying she wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Now, I would very much doubt your lady is older than you. So if you was, you would be slightly younger. most. That's how old your wife? She's younger or older?
That's
Got him there, haven't
What's
Yes.
that?
I said, how old's your wife? Younger or older than you?
My wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
You, my other wife.
Yeah, I mean, you.
I'm
Oh, Dad. Are you an oldest or is your wife older than you?
no,
No,
I'm,
trick question.
I'm 5 years older than my wife.
Yeah. Right, Mick, how old's your wife? She's younger or older?
a lot younger.
Yeah. Right, my wife's younger. The majority of men have younger wives.
You know
Yeah.
why?
Well, I do know why, but it's not for the reason what you're thinking. It's because women mature faster than us and want a more mature man. And the only way they can get that is by getting an older man because
No,
women are
no,
very mature.
no,
Doing that,
no.
Gaz, no, we die sooner, so they get the money quicker.
Is that what it is? Is that what it's for? That's probably where we keep booking against Brad. Well, I'll ask this shit out of luck because I ain't got none now, so I'm not going to have none when I die. So.
That's what.
Thanks, David from Seskia. Mick, does Mick go to Thailand a lot?
All the time.
Yeah.
Times, 4 times this year.
What's it called? Want to come to bang your cock?
Oh, look. Oh, well, there you go. I take it back. I'm sorry, but that makes you older then. I'm 65. My wife is older. Unlucky son. Lisa, 7 years younger than me. After being on a sunbed, I'll have a baby sham. Baby sham. God damn, that's another one. Baby sham.
Do they still make them?
Do they even still make baby sham?
I haven't seen one in
And
a year.
that sounded bad, didn't it? That didn't mean that.
You know, that's brutal, mate. We do
It wasn't,
apologise. We do
wasn't
apologise.
mean-
Yeah.
reading it like that, that's all.
That did come across a bit, yeah. But he didn't mean that way.
I didn't mean it that way. I really didn't. If she's older, I'm sure you are very happy together.
That's
But the
it.
majority of men
I
do
played
have
no
younger
part
wives.
in any of that discussion. I'll just zone
No,
out.
I didn't either.
Daz sends me a script of everything I say each week, so he's not getting out of it that easily. Not some Daz. Sorry, mate. I was only messing. 65 is young anyway, mate. That's not old.
No.
65 years young today. 65. Not far behind you.
Yeah.
With Skeggy's nearly as old as you, isn't
83, isn't he?
he? 83. Is that what it is? Is he as old as that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, then. Come on, Mr. Tropical Koi. It's time we
Well,
come on
it's
now.
a topical guy.
Come on.
Let's have you in here now.
Everybody,
because
if
we are
everybody could
literally
give him an
wrapping-
hand.
Come on now.
We need Mr. Tropical Koi to come in and show us his new puppet.
Yeah.
Quick, mate. Today,
Like I say.
same time, no rush. Quick.
Well, everybody who's watching, mate, show him a bit of support as well, yeah, if we can.
Apparently, they do still make baby sham.
Oh, yeah, they do, yeah.
It tasted like shit years ago, so I don't know.
What
why
it
they're still
what
doing
it tastes
it now.
like.
9 months between me and my wife. I'm the youngest. I'm married 32 years.
Bloody hell, you've been out of prison by
Yeah,
that. About
You've been
7
out by
years.
now, haven't you? If you've
Yeah.
been a good lad, good
Yeah.
behaviour. Mick equals lady boys.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah. So,
Sarah had a baby shower last Xmas.
yeah.
Complained that we didn't have a cherry to. Yeah, they
Oh,
used to have
yeah.
a little cherry on top,
The
didn't
little glazed cherries, yeah. And the
Come on,
snowballs as well. Have a snowball at Christmas.
they? Eggnog. Yeah, eggnog, a proper Christmas drink.
Oh, eggnog.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like jizz in your mouth. Oh,
Oh my God. I mean, I wouldn't know. Just say,
no, it's like whacking eggs in your mouth. Oh,
no.
like a gob full of snot.
Yeah, he's a no-show.
Again, as Daz just said, I'll disclaimer, I'm not to do with that topic. Oh dear me! Right. Before it gets too far out of hand, and Mr. Coy, Mr. Tropical and Coy, ain't coming on.
Pussy.
We shall wrap up this evening's entertainment,
Look.
if you can call it that.
No,
The
guys.
usual thing, guys. Thank you very much to everybody. Oh, and here he is. Right. Well, we'll do another half hour now. Then. There we go. Here it is.
Here he is.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this new little puppy. This is Mike, Mr. Mr. Tropical Koi, look at this little bundle of joy. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful.
It's coming home with me on Saturday.
What kind of dog
I
is it,
think
Mark?
that's definitely coming on with me.
What
Dr.
breed is it?
Bordeaux.
Oh,
Bordeaux, yeah. Yeah, but it's more Bordeaux than anything that.
Yeah.
It hasn't got it's got the mastiff body, mastiff head.
It's beautiful.
It's stunning.
She's gone that way.
You know,
Nice,
some,
absolutely beautiful.
oh.
you know,
We
I'm
need
opening-
somebody
I'm opening
else to
up-
come on with us too, though. Someone's missing.
come on,
Yes.
come on,
Come on,
Charlie.
Carl.
Biffy
If I
Brown,
can
man.
do it, he can
Yes.
do it.
Come in, Mr. Brown. You can come in and join us, say goodbye, and sing the Christmas song before we leave.
Yeah, and if what's it called? And if grumpy old man Jeffrey's there, come on, Jeffrey.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on, Jeffrey.
Are we, we're still talking about the dog, go, Mike.
Come on then, Charlie. Come on. Show us that.
Jamie says, I'm only 37, you're all making me feel really young.
Yeah,
Must
you
have been
look
an
old.
ad paper on there, Jamie.
That's it. Let go.
Back in the 80s, what aftershave did you used to use? Insignia. Can
Oh,
you remember that?
Brute.
Insignia.
Me and my dad gets these big bottles of brew,
Brute.
man. He's
What about Brute?
Brute is man.
got all over him, man. And I tell you now, he smells like a bloody.
Here
What
it
is
is. This is
Yeah.
There he is.
Santa's hat on.
Hugh Hefner.
Right, guys.
How you doing, mate?
And there you go.
All
Have
right.
you been doing Keep Fickle?
Yay!
Have you been on black? Have you been playing COD, you two? You have, haven't you? What
Yes,
level are
he's
you
got
on now?
earphones on.
No.
What?
Oh, it looks like that dude off that Christmas Carol.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
I thought you meant the drunk homeless one, Home Alone.
Come on then. Come on, Jeffrey. We know you're watching, mate. Don't be a grumpy fart. Come on. Let's see that vehicle of yours.
Back in the 70s was high karate.
Karate.
High karate. Keggy said, hey, I think you're a little bit early there, mate, but we did we're pre-extended now just easing Mike in. Easing him in.
Yeah.
Mike.
And like I said, this is a big thing, guys.
Jamie
said
from
that,
Keeping
you said that
Quiet
last
says,
week when we had the
oh,
drink.
how
Gaz.
cute. Say again, mate.
You said that last week when we had the drink as well, just easing them in.
Yeah. Jamie says, oh, how cute. And he's not talking about the puppy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've pulled, Mike. You've only been on 5 minutes. Never tried eggnog. And thanks to Mick, I never will.
Oh, it's vile, man.
Koi Central says allspice.
Yeah.
Allspice. That
Yeah.
was the.
No, it's on now. The new advert. The new
Yeah,
advert.
nice
the,
surface.
Yeah.
what's it called? The new one's quite a good advert of that.
I think you all should sing a Christmas carol. I think one of us thinks he's starring in one.
Yeah, but yeah. Have you what's on your what's it called? What's on your Hefner, mate? Which one is it? Is it the John Doe one?
Oh, this, yeah.
John Doe.
Is that the background that says John Doe?
This used to be my old Call of Duty name.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. John Doe. You were killed by John Doe. Copper says brute and allspice or brute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aramis.
Aramis. God damn,
Aramis.
that's an old spell. Aramis.
Smells-
Skeggy.
Like
No,
Aramis
no,
smelled like a Turkish sweatshop, didn't it?
And Koros.
Ugh.
To Graham says Skeggy, does it still smell as bad? Skeggy says yes. So it's not aged well with time then.
No.
Right then. I shall on this occasion, I'm gonna let one of you guys. Sign us out. Let's see if you can remember GW.
Gaz Hubert.
Oh, Gazzy Beck.
Wow.
Saskia is 65, and her wife is older, and is
Yeah, you know who that is? It's Gary Webb, man.
GW.
Hi.
He's such a dickhead, isn't he? See you later, mate. Mike, Mass, splash it on all over.
Not me, Harry.
That's what she says.
So interested, I'm waiting on you all singing us out.
No, mate. Ain't happening.
Come on, Cole.
Chestnuts roasting by an open fire.
You're through. You are through.
Come
you
on, lads.
No, you're not getting me singing, mate. That is for sure. You're all showing your age now. LOL, definitely are. These old farts definitely will.
They are.
Time to sleep. Good night, all. Take it easy. Good night. Skeggy
Night.
says free penguins. Copy says great night, lads. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. Night Saskia from Jamie. Remember, poison for women. They always wore too much.
They did, didn't they? Yeah, you can choke on the stuff.
Band-Aid or Coy-Aid. Right, guys, good nothing. Thanks very much, everybody, for joining us. We'll read this out as the last one. Merry Christmas, guys, and a Happy New Year, and a great one. See you on the next one from Jamie. Life around
Merry
the
Christmas,
corner.
mate. Too.
Merry Christmas, all.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to you all, guys. We will be back on next week. Band-Aid, not first aid. The usual thing. You do me a huge favour. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. And until next time, keep smiling, and we will catch you on the next one.
Bye,
Take it easy, guys. Thanks very
See you
much.
later, all.
See you all later on.